This is the Halloween trick-or-treat worst treats tier list. I don't know how to name this, right? That was a very awkward name. But basically, here's how it goes, right? On Halloween, when you either go trick-or-treating or used to go trick-or-treating, there's a lot of things that you don't like. Whether they be a specific candy, something that's not candy-related at all that, right? I got my chat to submit what they deemed as the worst candies or worst treats. The reason I say treats is because some things that you get on Halloween aren't even candy-related. But I got my chat to submit what they deemed as the worst treats to receive on Halloween. I also looked up the worst ranked treats that you can receive on Halloween, and I compiled basically the top 20-something together for a massive list, okay? I also am not doing this in S through F format because that gets kind of confusing, right? If this is a tier list about the worst treats, something that's S tier would be the worst or the best. It doesn't really make sense, right? So, because this is the worst trick-or-treats treats tier list, we're going to be rating them in the following categories. The best category, I actually like getting these, right? Something that you're not pissed about if you get that in your trick-or-treat bag. I don't mind it. It's useful for trades, right? Kind of C tier, somewhere in the middle, where you could use it for trading other kids for different candies, right? It has some value. Not a lot, but you could tag it on. Maybe throw in a Reese's cup and dots, and then you could get something that you'll like in return, right? Throwing it out when I get home, so utterly useless. You're not going to use this. You're not going to eat it. It's not useful for trades. And then I'm egging their house, meaning you hate this. Why the fuck would they ever give this to you on Halloween? That's fucking annoying, right? That's the format. We got a lot of things here. We have apples, jelly bean jellies, or jelly belly jelly beans, pencils, razor blades, double bubble bubble gum, dots, okay. I have an Oscar Mayer gummy hot dog in this list. I found it at Walmart. Nobody submitted this. I was befuddled when I saw that Oscar Mayer makes fucking gummy hot dogs. So we're going to review that because that's probably a pretty bad fucking candy. Black licorice, Whoppers, juice boxes, any of the Laffy Taffy flavors. We'll get into that when we get there. Some are worse than others. Happy Cola gummies, Smarties, unnamed hard candies like grandma candies, this specific style of mint, candy corn, circus peanuts, Red Hots, animal crackers, fruit chews, raisins, Welch's fruit snacks, hot tamales, popcorn, toothbrush, pretzels, Halloween-themed pretzels, Tootsie Rolls, and hot chocolate. Are we ready to get into this, chat? I have the majority of these things that we're going to review in person. Some of the things like razor blades, I don't. We're just going to have to rank that. But what do y'all want to start with? Let's start with something that's more middle of the road. Fruit snacks. I don't know how normally y'all do S through F for this. You could just really put W or L, realistically. I would say that getting fruit snacks on Halloween, while it is not a candy, and that kind of makes it an L, they're good. Like, I'm not upset if somebody gives me fruit snacks. Now, I will say the brand of fruit snack matters. If it's like the Mott's gummies or however the fuck you say it. Fruit snacks specifically, like Welch's, all that shit. Some are better than others. Or like the Scooby-Doo gummies. But they're good, right? I've gotten these a lot when I used to go trick-or-treating. I would not say anything's really wrong with them. I'm not going to be as happy getting a fruit snack as I would like a Reese's cup or a Kit Kat bar. But I would say it's useful for trades. I would say it has value, right? Throwing it out when I get home, I'm not going to throw them out because I'm going to eat them. I wouldn't say I don't mind it. I would say I don't mind it. I would say I'm not upset about getting these. But I will say because they're not candy, that is kind of annoying. And I'm going to put that as it's useful for trades. even though they're probably as unhealthy as candy. All right, next. We'll go for this one, no-name hard candies, right? Really depends what flavor these no-name hard candies are, right? I don't even know what this is. I think this might be butterscotch, right? But it really depends what you get. Because you could get one of those, like, gross-ass lemon-flavored hard candies. Or, like, red, like, just, like whatever red or orange. Like, an orange-flavored hard candy is pretty fucking disgusting. This butterscotch one is good, but I would say for the most part, when you're getting unnamed hard candies from trick-or-treating, you're not getting butterscotch. You're probably going to be getting something that's disgusting. And you have the sketchy factor. Getting a loosely wrapped candy, are your parents even letting you keep those, right? That's also getting thrown into question. If you're a second grader, looking back at when I used to be trick-or-treating, you're probably not... I gotta spit this out. You're probably not gonna be getting this candy and then being able to keep it. I wouldn't say I'm gonna egg their house, right? I'm not that upset, but I'm definitely throwing it out when I get home. I'm not eating these. Maybe if it was butterscotch, but if I'm getting these, just a broad-range, general hard candy, loose, kind of looks like it might have been unwrapped, I'm going to throw that bitch out of fear, number one, and I'm not really looking forward to that. If I'm going to eat something sugary, I'd rather eat something that's better. We'll do apples here. Where are we going to put apples? I don't have an apple with me. I have an apple, but I didn't want to take one bite out of an apple and then throw it out, because that's a fucking waste. So we could just... I know what an apple tastes like. I don't really think we need to do a fucking impromptu apple tasting. I'm egging their house. You're gonna egg their house over an apple? You'd be more mad. Okay. Really, though, an apple is one of, if not the sketchiest shit you could be given. Because how hard is it to put a syringe of some chemical into an apple and have no idea what's in the goddamn apple, right? Like, if I'm gonna kill kids through trick-or-treating, I might give them an apple with cyanide in it, and they'll probably fucking die, and it's not really traceable, right? So, THC-filled apples, okay, that's all. That honestly might be worse than putting cyanide in the apple. You're literally drugging children. You're literally drugging children at that point. But I don't know. I would say it depends on what apple. If they give me some fucking Granny Smith bullshit, I'm gonna egg their fucking house. If they give me a good Honeycrisp, I might keep it. But I would say taking any loose fruit from a stranger, probably gonna result in that I'm egging their house. Why would you ever do this? Let's do Smarties now, since we already have them out. Smarties, after we just had that catastrophe opening this goddamn thing. I used to snort these in middle school. I used to crush them up, or I would smoke them. You crush up the Smarties, you'd breathe it in, you'd fucking inhale, exhale that shit. You'd feel like a badass, right? You'd be like, oh, it's like I'm smoking a cigarette. It's nothing like smoking a cigarette, dude. Nothing. They're just sweet chalk candy. Honestly, that's all they are. A sweet chalk candy. A bit too sweet. I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Sweet Tarts are the better version of Smarties. Smarties is the Walmart version of Sweet Tarts. Sweet Tarts are actually less sweet, but have a better tang. They're harder. You can also just kind of like... You could chew them, you could suck on them for a while. Whereas, like, Smarties, you kind of have to chew them, and they, like, disintegrate. They're also the cheapest fucking candy that you could probably buy. As I said, a bag of Smarties is $7, and you get about fucking 300 of the individual sticks. they have a fun factor to them in the idea of you being able to snort them, you know? But overall, they're mid. I would not say I would throw them out, though. Where are Smarties? Here. Are they useful for trades, though? Would any of you guys trade for Smarties? I would honestly say I don't mind it. But now that I'm thinking about it, I would rather have Welch's fruit snacks than Smarties. I would say, is this a fair swap? Because I have to compare them to each other as well, not just on the list in general. I would be more happy about getting fruit snacks than I would Smarties. I think Smarties, God, I don't know if anybody would accept a trade for Smarties. Did y'all trade candy when you went trick-or-treating? That was like a big thing. That was one of my favorite things to do with my friends, was you would all go trick-or-treating and you would like, everybody has their different candy tastes, right? Obviously, there's a few candies that everybody loves and they would never get rid of, but some of your friends might like fucking gummy worms more than you like something else and you would swap them, right? But I don't think anybody's really going to trade for Smarties. I think they're kind of useless. I would maybe eat them, but I'm going to have to throw them in the throwing it out when I get home category. Because I might let them sit there for a year and just not ever eat them. Now, this is not what you would normally get, right? This is a box of Whoppers. Normally, when you go trick-or-treating, you're going to be getting one of those little mini snack size ones with 3 Whoppers in it. Which is just really just fucking skimping out on that, right? Just being cheap. You only get 3 in a little thing. Honestly, I'm gonna say Whoppers are the middest candy I have ever had. I think Whoppers are the definition of mid. And that's not an insult. They're a definitive C tier. I'm not upset. Like, I'll eat them. They give my brain the reward factor of sugar and chocolate. But I'm never choosing them. I'm never going to go to a store and buy a Whopper. This is the first time I've ever bought a box of Whoppers. Even at a movie theater, I've never fucking got these. I'll eat them. If people have them, I would take a Whopper. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'll eat them. They're pretty good when you put them in the freezer, too. I would trade them. And for that, I'm going to get rid of them. I know people like them. This is my own personal take here, right? I think I've had some pretty objective takes. This is a subjective take. I think it's useful for trades. I think you can trade Whoppers pretty well. I think you could get rid of them. People would accept them for other things. And if I'm really running low on my candy stash from Halloween, I'll eat the fucking Whoppers, right? I'm not going to let them go to waste. If I can't trade them, I'll eat them, right? If I can't trade them, it goes to an I don't mind it. But an I don't mind it is I would pick them over other things. This is probably one of the last things I'm eating. But I will eat them. So for that reason, they're there. Now, has anyone here ever had these? This is the one item I kind of threw into this list. I don't think anybody's ever gotten this on Halloween because you're not going to hand out loose gummy wieners, and parents will probably fear you if you start handing out gummy hot dogs to people with no wrapping. But, motherfucker, see, this is why I have scissors. I wanted to rate them because of how outlandish it was. They were in the candy aisle when I was shopping for this. And as I stared at them, I said, no way somebody put hot dogs in the fucking candy aisle. Because you know when you're in the grocery store? Actually, I don't know if you guys can relate to this because you guys probably don't grocery shop. But you'll get something, and sometimes you'll be like, I don't actually want this. And so you'll put it just in a random aisle. So you just put them in the closest shelf next to you. That's what I thought was going on here. And I was like, the disrespect for them to ruin these hot dogs. But then I took a closer look, and They're also really sticky, so... You know the SpongeBob Krabby Patties that you used to be hype as shit to get when you were like 5? It's those, but with a hint of plastic. Those are so good. No, they're not, bro. Oh my god. No. No, bro, I'm throwing out this whole thing. That's disgusting. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. I feel like I'd have to egg their house more than the apples. God, dude. No one would ever hand that out, but I just had to throw it in the list because of how fucking sheerly disgusting it is. Oh my god. It just tasted like plastic. Toothbrush. Specifically, any Halloween-themed toothbrush some people do. Like, if they have, like, a Colgate, like, pumpkin-themed one. That, I feel like this is an obvious, I'm egging their house, right? Like, you're just trying to do a little bit. Like, any dentist would be handing this out. Because they realize that, like, candy's bad and it causes tooth decay. So they're gonna hand you a fucking toothbrush. That would bother me. I already get toothbrushes when I go to my goddamn dentist. They hand me a little free one. You know, they give you a little basket and you get to pick which toothbrush you want. I don't need your fucking toothbrush on Halloween, buddy. I want goddamn candy. Somebody said I'll take. Shut the fuck up. I'm egging their house when they give me a toothbrush. Next, pencils. Specifically, Halloween-themed pencils. Not breaking my thumb on that one. Useless! Useless! I don't know about egg in their house. Because I might actually use the pencil. No, actually, you know why I wouldn't use the pencil? Because any wrapped pencil shreds wrong. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? When you are trying to sharpen a pencil that has like a design wrap, it's always the lowest quality pencil you could ever have, and the fucking lead just falls out of it as you're trying to use it. It's very fragile, and it clogs the fucking pencil sharpener every time. I honestly have to throw it in egg their house. I have to. I would say it's worse than a toothbrush. I'm gonna go that order. I would be most upset about the pencils, then the gummy hot dogs, toothbrush, apples. Because the pencils are just utterly useless. It's like giving me a fucking a downgraded pencil. If they hand me just a regular number 2, I'd probably be like, okay, I'll throw it out. Actually, no, I'd probably use it. It's not useful for trades, but I'd use it. Haribo Happy Colas. Now, I haven't had these in years, but I don't remember disliking them. A lot of you guys are saying ew, but I don't remember. I mean, I gotta see. Ooh. They're weird. It tastes like Coca-Cola extract. Not like it doesn't really taste like Coke at all. It tastes like if you just strained all the water out of Coke and what was left, like that goop, you emulsified into a gummy and then handed to somebody. They're not awful. I would say they're an acquired taste though. And I'll also say here, most gummy candies are a miss. Honestly, most gummy candies are a miss. That's not bad. I would say they're useful for trade. I'm not gonna throw them out. If somebody handed me Haribo Happy Colas, I'm not gonna get rid of them. I would say they're good for trades. All right, let's do Razor Blade. Honestly, a myth that Razor Blades give you, or not Razor Blades give you. Yeah, Razor Blades give you cuts. That's a myth. No. It's a myth that Razor Blades are put in candies. It's probably happened maybe 1 to 10 times ever. The idea that people are just shoving razor blades in candies, that's not a myth. Are razor blades actually put in candies? How many children have been seriously injured or died as a result of a razor blade in candy? The answer, given the available data on the topic, seems to be no one. There have been 4 cases of suspected tampering related to Halloween candy reported to the Canadian Food Inspection Agency between 2008 and 2019. 2 of those were reported to police. No illnesses or deaths were associated. You know why? Because you're going to be able to fucking tell if somebody shoved the goddamn razor blade in your fucking Twix bar. It's going to be pretty fucking obvious, right? You got to be a goddamn idiot to not see a fucking razor blade in your Reese's cup. Razor blades. Circus peanuts. Now, have you guys ever had a circus peanut? Probably not, because they have kind of fallen off. In all honesty, I never really thought they were on. They don't even really sell them at stores. I had to find these on Amazon, and they were pretty hard to get a hold of, and also the most expensive candy on this list, sheerly because I had to have them shipped, and no one likes them, and they don't really have anybody making them. If you don't know what a circus peanut is, it's supposed to look kind of like a packing peanut, and it's a marshmallow-esque candy, right? It doesn't really have the same consistency as a marshmallow, but it has a little give. And its initial bites tastes like a really bad gum, and then it dissolves into your mouth. It's effectively like an orange-ish flavored gum that dissolves as you chew it. They're fucking disgusting. No one really gives them out anymore. I obviously know why. Because they're fucking foul. There are a few genuine psychos that like eating circus peanuts, but for the most part, they're genuinely just disgusting. They have no marshmallow texture or consistency. They dissolve in your mouth as you eat them, as if it's like cotton candy, but it has actually terrible flavor and tastes artificial. I'm egging their house. I would say it's honestly worse. I would say it's still not as bad as a pencil, because you're giving me some sort of food or something of value, whereas circus peanuts, no one's going to trade for them, and they're fucking gross. Animal crackers. A controversial one. It's not candy, but a lot of people like animal crackers. I would say they're pretty bland. I'm still going to try them, even though I know what animal crackers taste like. I would say they're a bit mid. I mean, we'll obviously see. Now, what is fun about animal crackers is, obviously in the name, they're little animals, you know? And you can fucking... bite their head off, right? They're kind of sweet. And they're not really that unhealthy, comparable to most things. Honestly, I don't mind them. And what's really weird is the things that are highest are not even candy right now. Now, if you asked 10-year-old me, I might have ranked these lower, but I'm rating them as current Joe Bart, 21-year-old Joe Bart. If I somehow got these, even though I haven't been trick-or-treating in fucking 10 years. I don't dislike them. If somebody handed them to me, I'd eat them. I would say they're not useful for trades because nobody's going to trade for animal crackers. Just as really nobody's going to trade for fruit snacks. But I don't mind them. They're not bad. Black licorice. Ooh. Ooh. One of the worst rated ones. My chat listed this almost more than anything, as well as most websites rated these pretty low because they're much worse than the regular Twizzlers. They smell very bad. I don't really know how to describe the black licorice smell. More just bitter. Okay. The aftertaste is disgusting. But I would rather have a regular Twizzler. I was expecting them to be much worse. Because I haven't had... See, chat, when was the last time y'all had black licorice? See, now I'm thinking about this. When was the last time y'all had black licorice? Like, years ago. It's not that bad. It's making me a little nauseous. I don't understand how I'm somewhat enjoying them. But they're making me feel a little queasy. It might be the gummy hot dog starting to digest. Yeah, no, the breath feel is disgusting. I'm tasting it in my mouth, but like as you're chewing it, it kind of just tastes like a bad Twizzler. They're not good. Okay, they're not good. I'll say that. They're not as bad as I thought they would be. 10-year-old me would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna egg their house. In all honesty, though, I'm probably going to eat one and then throw it out. I'll put them at the bottom of throwing it out when I get home, which I know is a weird take, especially since apples, I'm like egging their house when I would rather eat an apple. Okay, you know, they're getting worse. You know how most things get better as you eat them? They made my tongue black. Yeah, they're not good. You know, they're getting worse by the second, and the aftertaste is just fucking foul. But still, I'm probably not going to egg their house for it, because there was something enjoyable about it for like 10 seconds. Whereas all of these, I'm just not happy all around. All right. Ooh, controversial one here. Controversial one here, chat. What's up next? Candy corn. I would say this is honestly an even split. This is very similar to, like, people with arugula. Or that, wait, what is it called? Cilantro, not arugula. Where, like, some people love the taste of cilantro and others hate it. What I'll say about candy corn is the shape honestly makes me like it more or less. The little pumpkin-shaped candy corns are more enjoyable to eat than the corn-shaped candy corn. They're too sweet. Yeah, after a bit. What I was gonna say is that the first 10 candy corns are good. They're a little gummy, right? They're sweet. I eat them by the color. Oh, like you eat downward? Chat, would you eat white to yellow or yellow to white? They all taste the same. They're just dyed. But they're not bad. I'll say they get worse as you eat them and you start to feel like shit because you're just eating solidified sugar. Literally, that's all that's in it. Obviously, like, the sugary shit of it makes it good, but as you eat them, they get worse. But still, if the first 10 are good, that's still saying something. I would say they're useful for trades. Because you can use candy corn. People will take candy corn off your hands in the trading game. I would say, honestly, they're more useful than the Happy Cola gummy bears. Or the gummies. I think more people would trade you candy corn for other shit than the Happy Colas. Raisins. Where are we putting raisins? Because I like raisins. If it's Halloween, I don't know. Now, what I will say is I am rating base raisins, right? Just regular ass raisins. Yogurt-covered raisins or chocolate-covered raisins, like Raisinets, I would honestly say are in the tier of I actually like these. I don't know if you guys have ever had, like, yogurt or chocolate-covered raisins, but they're good. Like, they're really good. But regular raisins, especially in this, like, cardboard box format, and it gets all sticky, and it looks like somebody, like, took a dump, and you're shoving your whole, like, hand in the box to get them out, and then your hands are all gross. I'm not really a fan on that end. And since I'm rating regular raisins, I'm going to go with... I'm not going to throw them out, though. I know I'm going to eat them. Oh, this is the most backward-ass tier list. I'm not going to eat... I wouldn't throw them out, but they're not useful for trades. They're kind of in the middle here. Whereas I'd leave them at my house. I might put them in oatmeal one day, but I'm not trading them. No one's trading you raisins. So I would say they're here. I would still say they're better than black licorice, but they're in the throwing it out when I get home list. Mints. Specifically, these mints. Not the regular lifesaver mints that are hard. These are the mints that you can chew, which some people love. Like my girlfriend, Brooke, who is insane for that. But these are, in my opinion, they're the cheapest mints that you can buy. You can buy a box of these things for like $5. Do you see how it falls apart? If I'm eating... Number one, this isn't candy. I'm going to say that. That's already making this worse. Number two, it's Christmas themed. Why are you giving me this on Halloween? Number three, these are the worst mints that you could possibly fucking give me. They're gross. They're gross. If I'm eating a mint, I want a mint that I can suck on. I don't want a mint that I'm chewing or dissolves in my mouth and tastes like weird. I'm egging their house. I would say they're worse than the gummy. No, I'd rather have the gummy hot dog. Would I rather have these or the gummy hot dog? I'd rather have the gummy hot dog. I'd rather eat the gummy hot dog than I would these chewable mints because they're gross. I know that's a bad take to most people, but you also got to keep in mind, this is a winter-themed mint. It's not a Halloween candy. The people that are giving you this forgot to go Halloween shopping, and they're probably grandparents that are just fiddling with the shit they have in their house. Juice boxes. Fire. 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 Really depends what juice. Most of the time, I would say you're probably going to get apple juice. Most of the time, you're probably going to get apple juice because that's what people buy in big packs. But I mean, you know, you might get like an orange or a cranberry or some shit, but you're probably going to get one of these like either off-brand juice boxes or like a Moats one. Now, juice boxes are actually insanely unhealthy. Most people don't know that. It isn't added sugar, which is good, but it's still just extracting like basically most of the unhealthy shit from juices or from fruits. I would say I don't mind getting... Where are they? I don't mind getting juice boxes. Dude, we really need to have a candy up here. Right now, all we have is razor blades at the top, and then fruit snacks, animal crackers, and juice boxes. And then everything else is down bad, right? I think this is mainly because these are the worst of the worst candies. These are the things that no one really wants. These are getting lumped into the worst treats because they're not candy, but in reality, they're not that bad. Double Bubble Bubble Gum. The worst gum. Loses flavor and gets hard in about 12 seconds. Should we see how many double bubbles I can fit in my mouth? 1 double bubble. I'm going to try to blow a bubble. 2 double bubbles. 3 double bubbles. And it's like a really low flavor bubble gum. And the aftertaste is very artificial when you stop chewing it. What am I at? What was that? Was that 5? Yo, over, under, 8.5. That was 4. 5. 6 double bubbles. 7 double bubbles. We're getting in risky territory here. What is that? 8 double bubbles. 9 double bubble. 10 double bubble. 11 double bubba. 12. 13 double bubba. 14 double bubba. This is getting dangerous. Should I stop? Yo, that's what I gotta call it, bro. when I start drooling. Yo. Where are y'all putting it? Double bubble bubble gum. It's gum. And it's a shitty gum. I'm going to throw it out. I'm not going to keep it. I know I'm not going to keep it. S tier. I'll put it as useful for trades. Somebody might take it off my hands. If I have like 5 or 6 pieces, I'll say bottom of useful for trades. Now we're on to the hot candies. Hot tamales, or tamales, and red hot. We'll do hot tamales first. They look like Mike and Ike's. They actually might be made by the same company that makes Mike and Ike's, honestly. Except they're spicy. They're honestly a lot hotter than I remember. Bro, these are hot. They taste gross, though. I just think spicy candy is fucking dumb, right? It's not like putting, like, tahini or some shit on your like I see a lot of people put, like, tahini on gushers. That's not, like, spicy, right? But, like, hot tamales are hot candy. And I think spicy candy is just bad. And so when people give these out, I think that's stupid because they're disgusting, right? They're not gross in the sense of like, oh, I'm going to throw up from eating them. But they're disgusting in the sense of like, why would I ever want a spicy candy? Like I'm eating a goddamn pepper. Like that's not what I want in a candy, ideally. Same thing with mint candy, but the reason mint candy is not on this list is just because nobody really hands out like York peppermint patties on Halloween. And a lot of people like mint candy. That's more of an L take on my part when I say, like, mint candy's bad. Red Hots. I'm pretty sure Red Hots are more liked than hot tamales. I don't remember, but we'll see. They're also smaller, and you don't really chew on them. So they last longer, and I think that might be why people like them more. Is because they're, like, it's just a box of hard candy. So it lasts a while. And the longevity of the candy makes it more valuable. I would actually say Red Hots are useful for trades. I would say they're less useful than Double Bubble. But I would say getting Red Hots is going to be something that people might trade for. I would say they're mid. I still wouldn't want them, but somebody would take them off your hand. So I got to put them there. Just because they have the sheer capability of lasting a while. Jelly beans. I added these. Because I honestly stand by the fucking take that jelly beans are disgusting. I don't know why people like them. I know there are a broad array of flavors. You're obviously not going to get a bag this big. You're going to get one of the mini snack bags of jelly beans. But, like, yeah, I get that they have a lot of flavors and people like that. But jelly beans make me nauseous. And just eating all of them, like, some people eat, like, 3 at once. The only way you're able to enjoy them is eating one by one. And if I'm going to eat something that's gummy-ish, I'd rather have Sour Patch Kids. If I get them, I'll eat them. Skunk flavor, that's not jelly beans. What is that? That's Bean Boozled. They don't have skunk-flavored jelly beans. I would say I don't mind it. I would say they might actually be more near the top of useful trades because people will take jelly beans, but I think they're bad. Just because whatever flavor it says it is, it's probably not going to taste like that. It's probably going to taste like some sort of indiscernible sugar with like a hint of marshmallow or whatever flavor it claims to be. Now we are on to Laffy Taffy. I think I have to rate the worst rated flavor. I think many Laffy Taffies are good, okay? Laffy Taffy, like sour apple Laffy Taffy or like the strawberry, I might actually say I like getting these or I don't mind it. But the worst rated Laffy Taffy is banana Laffy Taffy. Most people do not. A lot of you guys are saying banana hits. Now, I haven't had banana Laffy Taffy since I was in my grandparents' laundry room years ago. And I ate one of these, and I threw up. Now, whether or not I threw up because of this Laffy Taffy, I don't remember. But, no. No. I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of... See, I know... Yeah, y'all are getting mad. I know y'all are getting mad. I don't dislike the green apple ones. I don't dislike the strawberry ones. But I haven't had a banana Laffy Taffy since I was like 10. And it tastes exactly the same. It's bad. If you gave me a banana Laffy Taffy, honestly, I'd rather have a fucking toothbrush. Or hot tamales, or the mints. Banana Laffy Taffy is, in my opinion, fucking foul. Now we're on to this thick-ass bag of a bunch of indiscernible candies. Actually, let's rate the last non-candy things, which would be these. First off, popcorn. I'm not actually going to make the popcorn, but some people hand out, like, popcorn bags. Where would y'all put those? I would say I actually like getting popcorn. I know it's not candy, but if you give me a full-on sleeve bag of popcorn, I think that's pretty good. And you could technically combine that with other candies. If you get a bag of popcorn, you could heat that bitch up and put a bunch of M&Ms in it, and now you have chocolate popcorn, and that's fucking fire, right? Pretzels. I tried my hardest to find the Halloween-themed pretzels that people give out. I know people give out Halloween pretzels a lot. The ones that are in the shape of pumpkins and bats. I don't really think I'd say I like getting pretzels. I wouldn't even say I don't mind it. I would say they're at the very bottom of useful trades. Because you can get rid of pretzels. If I'm really hungry, I might eat them. But, like, in my experience, I've usually waited until they're so stale that I can't eat them anymore. And then I just throw them out. But I'm not throwing them out immediately. Hot chocolate. I have a little baggie here. You'd normally be given something like this. Not a box. You'd be given a little baggie of hot chocolate. Whatever brand. This is Swiss Miss, right? I would also say I like getting these. Hot chocolate it transitions perfectly into the Thanksgiving cold time, right? Halloween is usually like the end of like 60, 50 degree weather, depending on where you live, and then it gets much colder. So for the most part, getting given hot chocolate is either something that's enjoyable in a week or two after Halloween, or if anything, you can save it for a while, right? Hot chocolate's not really going to go bad, so you could keep it until it's like December and then use it. And then you'll sit there and be like, oh yeah, this fucking rando guy that was dressed as Michael Myers gave me this hot chocolate. You know, then you brew it up, you drink it, and you die because he put some sort of drug in it. But, you know, you're going to be happy while you're drinking it. Now we're on to the last three candies. Dots, Fruit Chews, and Tootsie Rolls. A bunch of people said Dots, so we'll rate Dots first. This is actually the box that you would get, by the way. Like the exact box. I remember getting these a bunch of times. When you open up the box, there's how many? It really varies, but for the most part, you get, what? This many dots. So 2, 4, 6, 7 dots in a little mini box, right? You get this. Sometimes you're lucky, right? And you get the flavors you like. Personally, I like the red flavor. It's honestly a pretty good gummy. I think red carries out of all of the colors. I think green, not that good, right? Comparably. Now, I'm not going to rate them higher than, like, any other candy that's not on this list, okay? Let me say, if they're in I actually like getting these, that does not mean I'd rather have this over a fucking Reese's cup, right? Or I'd rather have this over a Kit Kat bar, or a Twix bar, or a Snickers bar, or a Milky Way, right? There's many, many candies that are above this. But, and this is a big but, this is a list of the worst rated Halloween candy treats, right? Or treats. So, out of all of them, as of right now, I would be the happiest to get a box of dots. The only thing that's annoying about a bag of dots, that. It's like you're packing a fucking chew. All right, fruit chews are next. No specific flavor, but these were actually rated pretty poorly. I don't even know what flavor this is. I'm going to try and guess. Can y'all read the flavor? Cherry. It's a bad cherry. It kind of tastes like strawberry. For the most part, they're not that bad. And the vanilla ones, which aren't even fruit. I don't know why vanilla is in the fruit chew category, but it is. I would honestly rate vanilla pretty highly. Higher than the chocolate, which we're rating next. Higher than the OG Tootsie Roll. The vanilla fruit chew. If I'm just going off vanilla fruit chews, above dots, right? But I know that if you're given fruit chews, realistically, you're going to be getting a variety of fruit chew flavors, and the rest suck. Vanilla's the best by far. The others are probably maybe useful for trades at best. I would say this is at the top of the I don't mind it category. Last one. Tootsie Rolls. One of the most common things that you get on Halloween. Very common. At least when I used to go trick-or-treating. I don't know what motherfuckers are handed out in 2023, right? I'm talking about shit when I went trick-or-treating, what, in 2013, 2012? Back in 2012, dude, bitches were handing out Tootsie Rolls like they were fucking hotcakes. Everybody had Tootsie Rolls. The long ones, the short, stubby ones that I just ate, and then the bars. What I don't like about them is they don't taste like chocolate. It tastes like a weird imitation of what chocolate should taste like. I'm going to describe chocolate to a guy. He's going to describe what I said to another dude, who's going to describe it to fucking 10 other dudes. That last guy is going to make a fucking Tootsie Roll. It's not awful, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm going to egg somebody's house if they give me a fucking Tootsie Roll. It's useful for trades. I would honestly say it's maybe more useful than a fucking Whopper. Probably not, because it's 1 versus 3, because the least amount you can get on Whoppers is 3. But they're useful, right? You can use them to trade. Am I going to be happy about getting them? No. Am I going to eat them? Maybe. I'd rather get them over jelly beans. So I'm going to put them there. Do we want to move anything in this list? Right now, I actually like these as dots, popcorn, hot chocolate, and razor blades. I don't mind it as fruit chews, mainly the vanilla flavor. Welch's fruit snacks, animal crackers, juice boxes, Tootsie Rolls, and Jelly Belly jelly beans. Useful for trades, Whoppers, candy corn, Happy Cola bears, or Happy Cola gummies, Double Bubble bubble gum, Red Hots, pretzels. Throwing it out is Smarties, no-name hard candies, raisins, and black licorice. Egging their house is pretzels, circus peanuts, gummy hot dogs, mints, hot tamales, a toothbrush, Laffy Taffy, specifically the banana flavor, which just drags it, and then apples. I think move Laffy Taffy up. Okay, I will do at most 2 moves. I am fine with moving this up, because Laffy Taffy banana is disgusting, but if you give me any other flavored Laffy Taffy, maybe not grape, but if you give me sour apple or strawberry, I would say they might be useful for trades. And so for that reason, I'm going to throw them in the middle of throwing it out when I get home. Because 2 of the flavors, I'm egging their house. 2 of them, useful for trades. One other move. Where do we want to move? Move Whoppers up. Now that I'm seeing the list, I kind of do want to move Whop. I'm going to make 2 moves. Thoughts? Now that I'm seeing the list, I'm trying to compare everything to itself. I would rather have Whoppers than a juice box and a Tootsie Roll. And I would say jelly beans I would be more unhappy about. Move razor blades up. Okay. Now, I think that's the complete list. That's much better. That's much better. God, is there anything else I would want to move? I think this is complete. Raisins. I would rather have raisins than Laffy Taffy. See, moving some, like, yeah, there might be some stuff within a row that would move, but I think the rows they're put in are the correct rows. Obviously, there are some things within this that I might move up or down. Like, I'd probably rather have pretzels than double bubble. Or some of the shit. But I think the row itself is fair. W list. That was fun. All right. I will include this list in the YouTube description tab for people that want to rate it. Just kind of as like a little outro here. So if you want to rate this yourself, you can, or with your friends, I'll link it down below. And you could rate it. But once again, thank you to tuning in for the little Joe Bart Halloween special. Horror quiz. Would you survive the night? We did the zombie survival quiz a few months ago. Crystal makes some pretty fucking fire survival quizzes where, you know, it's in depth. There's like 20 questions and there's right and wrong answers. Some are kind of right, some are really wrong. I mean, it says horror quiz. The one we did with the zombies, like some of the questions I thought I was right and then she said I was wrong. But horror quiz, I think if I had to survive the night in, like, a haunted house, I'm for sure fine. But I don't know what they mean, horror quiz. Like, am I running from a serial killer? Am I, like, you know, in some sort of fucking Stranger Things situation?
This is a survival quiz. You're alone in a foreign place. The locals whisper...
Would never be in that situation. Already. The locals whisper about something in the hills. All right, well...
About something in the hills. Something old. They say it drinks blood. You don't believe them. Not exactly.
I'm definitely not believing them, bro. What? If I'm in a foreign country and the locals start chirping to me about how, like, in the hills, there's some fucking Dracula, like, level creature, I'm going, okay, pal.
But tonight something's wrong. This is a logic test. A psychological test. The questions start off easy, but they get harder. And each answer could be your last. For each question, you get 4 options to pick from. And after each question, I'll tell you the right answer. And I'll also tell you why the others would have been the last thing you ever did. Keep track of your score. And in the end...
So if I get one wrong, I die? What? If I get one wrong, I die.
And I'll tell you if you would have survived the night. So without further ado, let's begin. You're in a tiny town somewhere in the Balkans. You booked it on impulse. The town is barely marked on maps. The local currency is something you've never held. And the bartender in this pub doesn't speak much English, but he keeps refilling your glass. It's late. The pub smells like wood smoke and dried herbs. There's a fire burning.
I'm loving the vibe thus far. Nobody speaks the language that I speak. I'm alone at the pub, and the bartender just makes like a bro eye contact with me and just fills my drink every time. So I'm a little drunk. Okay, 4 or 5, maybe 6 beer in. I'm in Europe, right? Or the Balkans. Balkans, what country is the Balkans in? If I'm in the Balkans, I'm in, like, Albania. All right? I'm in, like, Albania, Romania, Serbia. I don't speak the language of the locals, and I'm kind of drunk. They're probably drinking, like, 6% beer, you know?
They're still at the back table. They keep glancing at you. One of them finally leans over and says something that sounds like, "You shouldn't walk back alone. Not tonight."
I'm not thinking that's supernatural. I'm thinking that motherfucker's letting me know that I'm about to get mugged on my walk back, okay? If I am drunk at a bar alone in Romania or Albania or Turkey or wherever the fuck I am, and a local leans in and goes, "You shouldn't walk home tonight alone. It's not safe." I'd go, oh, so I'm going to get murdered by a human. Like a person's going to hurt me.
You ask him what he means. He gestures to the window and says one word in broken English. Nosferatu.
Vampires? Brother, I'm going, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. And then I'm walking home.
The table behind him laughs. How do you respond? Option A, laugh with them. Maybe it's a local joke. Option B, ask if something happened recently. Option C, say, I don't believe in that stuff. Or option D, say nothing and finish your drink.
Damn, dude. This is a life or death scenario here. If I get it wrong, what do they just shoot me? I fucking ask if something happened recently. Oh, you're an idiot. They kill me. B, I'm not asking if something happened recently. I would probably say, what do you mean? C, I don't believe in that stuff. Nah, I'm going D. Saying nothing.
So the correct answer here is option B, ask if something happened recently. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're not dismissing him. You're gathering information without feeding the myth or challenging it. And survival often starts with listening, especially when you're the foreigner without any cultural context here. Option A, laughing with the crowd, is not the best answer here because it alienates the speaker. They might shut down or play it off and you've lost a source. Option C, saying you don't believe in that stuff, draws a firm line in the sand, and you've now made it personal. If they were
I'm drawing that firm line in the fucking sand. Yo, okay, if I'm in a foreign country, I'd probably pan into it a little bit. I'd be like, what do you mean Nosferatu?
trying to warn you, they'll back off. And option D, going silent and...
Bro, that's like me being at a local bar in New Jersey and somebody being like, the Jersey Devil's out tonight. You shouldn't walk home alone. I'd be like, you're crazy. You're an insane person.
Information withheld now might cost you later. The man narrows his eyes. He speaks carefully, like he's trying to remember the right words. They come if you are soft. If you say yes too easy. If you listen, you should close your ears. You ask, how do you stop them? He looks at the candle and at the table, and then back at you. You don't, but you can delay. He lifts his hand and he pinches the flame out between two fingers.
Damn, this guy's kind of hard, though. This guy's kind of got aura. I feel like now I have to listen to him. He pinches the flame with both of his fingers. And he glances. He's kind of like rizzing me up while he's like warning me.
They ask you small things first. Just small. Can I come closer? Do you hear me? Will you look at me? It's not always the door.
Oh, so I'm dealing with vampires that I have to let them in.
And he leans closer. You don't say yes. You don't say no. You don't say anything at all. Someone behind him scoffs. It's one of the older men at the back table. Ignore him. This one still believes the old wives' tales. The bartender doesn't look back. He's staring at you. They came
What up? Bang.
last week. A girl was found. She was still standing when they found her. Still warm. No blood inside. Like something had hollowed her out and walked away. As you stand to leave, the bartender slides something across the bar. A small metal charm and a string. It looks handmade. Rusted. Ancient. He doesn't look at you when he speaks. Protection. What do?
Taking that bitch! Taking that bitch! What? He gives me a metal charm on a string and he goes, protection. I'm going, okay. And I'm wearing that.
Option A, put it on immediately.
Yup.
Option B, refuse politely. You don't believe in that stuff. Option C, take it, then ask what it's made of and what it does.
Oh, C.
Or option D, leave it on the counter and walk out without acknowledging it.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C. Take it, and then ask
Yes!
what it's made of and what it does. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're signaling respect and you're gathering information. You're neither dismissing nor blindly accepting it, and that maximizes safety and intel. Option A, blindly putting it on, is the wrong answer because you have no idea what this is, and if wearing it marks you, binds you, or even attracts the thing that you're trying to repel here. Option B, dismissing the offer out loud, is also the wrong answer because this signals ignorance and arrogance in a dangerous and unfamiliar environment. And option D, walking out without acknowledging it, is the worst of both option A and option B. You've both ignored local protection and you've potentially insulted someone who might be your only ally. You pick up the charm. It's heavier than you expected. You don't put it on.
It's made of tungsten. You pick up the charm. The string snaps. You've just got yourself in a New York City free charm scam. This guy's asking for a tip for the free jewelry he just gave you. You decline. He says, well, you broke my charm. Now you have to pay me for it.
Instead, you ask, what's it made of? The bartender pauses. He leans forward slightly, and his voice lowers.
Cow urine. Cow urine. Horse shit.
Iron from a grave fence.
Oh, iron from a grave fence.
And then he taps the string. Thread from a shroud. He looks at you for a long time.
And a little bit of puffer semen.
You don't wear it to look strong. You wear it to be overlooked. Don't let them hear you say their name. And never, never speak to them first. The candle on the bar flicks sideways, like someone walked past. But no one did. Outside, the night is colder than it should be. You check your phone. No signal.
No, not big puffer. Like a puffer fish. I don't know, maybe...
The road home is darker than you remember. One street lamp flickers ahead. Time to walk. The real quiz has officially begun. You step out into the cold. The charm is warm in your pocket. The night smells like whetstone. You've been walking for nearly 15 minutes now, uphill, away from the bar. No shops.
Well, here's where you're wrong, because I'm catching an Uber ride.
Open. No cars. No sound except for your own footsteps. Up ahead, beneath a flickering street lamp, you see a figure. They're standing still. Head tilted down. Half in shadow.
I cross the street. I jaywalk across the street, and I avoid contact with him. This is not even... Regardless of whether or not Nosferatu's a thing. If I'm walking alone at night, and I see a guy standing under a street lamp at like 1 in the morning, I'm crossing the street. I'm not passing him.
Not approaching. Not retreating. Just waiting. What do you do? Option A. Keep walking toward them, confidently, like you belong here. Option B. Cross the street and pass at a distance without making eye contact. Option C. Turn off into a narrow side path to avoid them completely. Or option D. Call out. Are you okay?
B. I'm not going down a side path. That's really scary. I think B. Cross the street. Still keep them in your peripherals.
So the correct answer here is option B. Cross the street and pass it.
Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yes.
The distance without making eye contact.
Option E. Run at him manically and scare him, right? Vampire, been alive for a long time. Probably never had somebody, when he's trying to hunt him down, go... Fucking just sprint at him full speed.
Contact.
Catch him off guard.
So the reason this is the right answer here is because you're avoiding direct confrontation without showcasing your fear. You don't engage, you don't escalate, but you also don't turn your back on them. You stay in the open where you can be seen, and where they can also be seen. Option A, approaching confidently, is the wrong choice because approaching confidently is still approaching, and it assumes you understand the threat level, and you don't. Confidence won't necessarily stop a predator. It just gets you closer to their reach. Option C, ducking into a side path, is also the wrong answer because this gives up the only light source that you have, and you're trading visibility for panic here, and creating a choke point where you can't be seen or helped. Option D, calling out, is also risky because here you're establishing contact, inviting a response, and giving away your emotional state. Worst case, you're telling them that you notice them, and that you're also alone.
Copy this graph. What graph?
So you cross the street. Slow, steady, with your eyes forward. The figure doesn't move. You pass under the lamplight and glance back. Just once. And they're still there. Still watching. Not following. Not yet. But the air behind you feels full.
You know, I don't think I would be as afraid of a vampire. Like, I'm imagining this guy in, like, a top hat and, like, a trench coat. Just, like, standing, looking at the ground. Right? It would be a hell of a lot scarier if they were, like, from the Smile movie. Like, that would be the creepiest thing. I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, alone at night, and you're just, like, in an alleyway, and some guy's just under a street lamp, just, like, staring at you. Like, that would be fucking mortifying.
Walking. The street narrows. You pass a door that's been left ajar. A tiny convenience shop with flickering fluorescent lights. You step inside. A woman is sweeping in the back. The figure who follows you lingers in the street opposite, watching. They don't enter the store. The woman in the back calls out in broken English.
You're American, just shoot him. I don't have silver bullets. Dick. You're an American. Just shoot him. Huh. Just take out your gun. All of you have. Right? You guys are always killing each other with them. This time, there's a reason to have one.
I finish in 10. Safe. She gestures
Silver doesn't kill vampires. Fake horror fan. It's a wooden stake to the heart. Garlic is dangerous to them. What does a silver bullet kill? That's a werewolf.
The small delivery van parked in the alley.
Buddy, I've watched almost every season of Supernatural, okay? Buddy, I've seen almost every season of Supernatural. You don't think I know? You don't think I know the lore on how to kill a vampire?
Out back. What do you do? Option A, accept. You wait inside with her until she finishes, then take the van. Option B, politely decline and continue walking towards your inn, staying on
Oh shit, what's happening? Sorry.
She gestures towards the small delivery van parked in the alley out back. What do you do? Option A, accept. You wait inside with her until she finishes, then take the van. Option B, politely decline and continue.
The woman calls out in broken English. You take my lift? I finish in 10, safe. She gestures towards a small delivery van in the alley out back. I think I'd kill her if she pressed me, so I think I'm going to accept.
You walking towards your inn, staying on lit streets. Option C, ask if you can wait inside the shop for a few minutes, and then leave on foot once the figure is gone. Or option D, step outside the shop and try to confront the follower. See if they'll speak.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C, ask if you can wait inside the shop for a few minutes and then leave on foot once the figure is gone. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're buying time without committing to transport. Here you're under light, on neutral ground with a potential ally, and you're not putting yourself in a confined space with anyone. Option A, getting into a stranger's vehicle.
And if this old lady presses me, I put her in a full Nelson.
Gamble, especially down a dark alley. Even if she seems kind, you can't verify her intentions, or who else might be involved. Waiting inside the shop is also a gamble, but it's a lower risk one. In the van, you're in a confined space, and if it's a trap, there's no exit. Whereas the shop is still in a public-facing, visibly lit area where you can leave at any time and there are multiple exits. Option B, continuing alone, is the wrong answer because this keeps you exposed, and you're gambling that the figure outside won't escalate the moment you leave the range of potential witnesses. Option D, confrontation, is the most dangerous move here, elevating the encounter into a challenge, and you don't know who the figure is, or what they want. Speaking to something you don't—
He could just be a fucking crackhead. Like, what do we talk? I mean, we don't even know if he's a vampire yet. I just left the bar and the first guy I see under a dim lit lamp, I'm thinking is a fucking vampire. That's just like paranoia.
Understand is often how these stories end. So you linger inside the shop. The woman keeps sweeping. Slow.
The literal first guy I see. We're in Romania. Okay, I'm in Romania. I'm in Albania. I'm in the Balkans. All right. And the first guy I see after I leave the bar is just fucking standing there. And I'm like, must be Nosferatu.
And rhythmic. She doesn't speak to you, but she doesn't ask you to leave either. The figure stands outside, still watching. Minutes pass, and then, finally, they step backward into the dark. They just vanish behind a parked car. The woman stops sweeping. Go, now, she says. It won't stay gone. You thank her quietly and step out. The street is silent. You walk fast. You reach the guest house gate. You step through, and you're about to feel relief until you see it. The figure is back, 20 feet behind you, just beyond the outer lamp. Then,
bro, I'm about to just make myself like a fucking gross, like, dude, like, if a vampire's trying to kill me, I'm about to just cover myself in poop. Like, because, bro, that's like ruining the meal. You know what I mean? Like, this guy wants to eat me. Like, if I just, like, cover myself in feces, like, he's not gonna fucking eat me. Like, no, seriously, bro. Yeah, like, cover myself in onions and garlic and fucking poop. Make myself smell putrid, dude.
They speak, voice low.
Vomit everywhere.
Like breath on glass. I'm so cold. Please, only a minute. Your charm is warm in your pocket. Across the street, a window flickers with the faint glow of the television. A cat watches from the garden wall. What do you do? Option A, crack the gate just—
Oh my god. Beyond the outer lamp, they speak, voice low like a low breath. I'm so cold, please, only a minute. Charm is warm in your pocket. Across the street, a window flickers with a faint glow of the television. A cat watches from the garden wall.
Enough to shine your phone flashlight outside, without stepping out. Option B, step inside, lock the gate, and call the host quietly. Option C, open the gate and offer to bring them a blanket. Test their reaction. Or option D, pretend you can't hear them and go straight inside without looking back.
Crack the gate just enough to shine your phone flashlight outside. That's a bad play. Step inside, lock the gate, and call the host quietly. I'm thinking, like, it's probably B or D. But you're not supposed to just, like, ignore them. Open the gate and offer to bring them a blanket. That's the worst one. D.
So the correct answer here is option B, step inside.
I said that, and then I saw my chatter say D, and I felt like that was probably the right answer. You guys suck.
Lock the gate and call the host quietly. So the reason this is the right answer is because here, this is barrier control. Don't trade your physical threshold for a moral test. The correct move here preserves your strongest defensive asset, which is the locked gate. Calling the host quietly will also record your situation and possibly produce a local authority figure, or at least flags the interaction. Option A, cracking the gate and shining the light, is the wrong answer.
What if I just start fucking screaming, dude? Like, why is that not an option? Me just be like, help! Help!
Because any opening here
is a commotion.
Leverage. A small light leak shows that you're present and reactive, and it might also reveal your silhouette, which might leave you vulnerable. Option C, offering a blanket, is also the wrong answer, because you've just invited proximity and possibly rewarded a manipulative plea. Even if it's genuine, you have no idea whether the person is alone or if they're baiting you. And and it was a homeless woman. She froze to death. Well, to prioritize your safe option B. That's because the outcome here is identical, but option D misses the communication step. The host call matters because it creates a record and may add someone who can vouch for you or check outside. You're inside now. The door is locked. The hallway is dim. The air inside feels warm and too still. You listen for footsteps. You don't hear any, but the charm in your pocket is hot. You reach the stairs to your room. Then, a knock. Not at the front door, but the back one. You freeze. Then, a voice, low and calm. It's the guest house owner. We saw someone outside. Just checking that you made it in okay.
Not responding. Yo, you know what I'm doing here? I'm locking all of the doors. I'm locking the door to the bedroom. And then I'm putting a blindfold over my eyes and shoving cotton in my ears. And then I'm falling asleep. Because it's not allowed in unless you let it in. So just fucking go to bed.
Sounds like the same voice from earlier, but quieter, slower. How do you respond? Option A, call out from the stairs. I'm okay,
no!
Thank you. Option B, say nothing. Stay out of sight and wait for a follow-up knock. Option C, walk to the back door and check the peephole. Or option D, text the host if you can get signal and ask if he sent someone.
C. Oh, wait. D.
So the correct answer is option D, text the host and verify. So the reason this is the right answer is because verification is everything. If you're unsure, don't guess. Cross-reference. Even with no bars.
All right, I don't need to know why the other ones were wrong.
Light backup, no door camera, and no sound insulation. The figure outside is silent, unnaturally so. And if you press your eye to the glass, you might be gathering intel, but you're also giving it, the thing outside, your breath, your silhouette, and also your location. And if they're already covering the peephole, then you've gained nothing, and you've also just let them know you're home and afraid. You text the host. Someone just knocked. Did you send someone to check on me?
Why don't I put like dish soap on the floor so if he comes in, he like slips and eats shit. Like I do like a Home Alone setup where, you know, I like put a mannequin up in like a window or something, you know, like, yeah, like set up like a booby trap.
There's no reply. You stay quiet. You don't call out. You don't open the door. You wait.
A banana peel. I only have one banana. I just put a banana peel in the middle of the fucking room. Well, he's got about a 5% chance of slipping on that.
5 long minutes. Finally. No one should be there. You lock the door. Move upstairs. As you reach your room, the charm around your neck suddenly pulses. A sharp heat, like it's reacting to something. Through the window, you can see a figure standing across the road. Not moving. You can't tell.
Dude, that's terrifying. Any horror game you're playing, you look at the window, there's somebody just across the road under the street lamp, just like looking.
It's the same one. What do you do? Option A, close the blinds slowly. Control what they see. Option B, keep the lights off and monitor them from the shadows. Option C, step into view just briefly and then vanish.
I'm straight up mooning that motherfucker. What? Bro, that motherfucker follows you, and you know he's a vampire. You just fucking straight moon his ass.
No, you're not afraid. Or option D, shift away from the window and try to track them using the reflection in the glass.
Oh shit, wait, I gotta pick an answer. Close the blinds slowly, control what they see. Yeah, mooning them's not an option. Close the blinds slowly, control what they see. Keep the lights off and monitor them for the shadows. Step into view just briefly, then vanish. Shift away from the window and try knocking your track to use the reflection of the glass. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option B. Keep the lights off.
I need to know why the other ones are wrong. If I get it right, I'm just moving on.
No lights, no blinds, no speaking. You stand there in the dark, watching them watch. The figure shifts, almost imperceptibly. Then, very slowly, it turns its head. Not toward you, toward the window of the house next door. The one with the TV glow. And then, it vanishes. Charm in your neck cools slightly. Only slightly. You exhale. And then, 3 light taps on your window. You're on the 2nd floor. There's no balcony. Just glass. What do you do? Option A, speak softly through the wall. I'm calling police. Option B, approach the window with your phone flashlight. Option C, stay exactly where you are and count 60 seconds. Or option D, throw your charm against the window to test the reaction.
Bro, I'm going, freeze! Freeze! And I'm going, and he's going to hear that noise, and he's going to go, maybe I should leave. Maybe I should leave. Refund those push-ups. Not doing channel point redemptions today. Speak softly through the wall. I'm calling the police. Approach the window with your phone flashlight. Stay exactly where you are and count to 60. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm not throwing the charm. I feel like the charm is a good thing to have on my person. It's kind of like a totem of undying in Minecraft. I think it would keep me alive in case it attacks. I don't want to speak. I don't want to approach it. I'm going to go C.
So the correct answer here is option C. Stay still and count 60 seconds. So the reason this is the right answer is
Well, actually, I kind of do want to know why that's the right answer.
Because here, psychologically and tactically, you're in information denial mode. Do not react to lures or tests. Counting time helps you regulate your panic, it keeps your breathing slow, and it allows external movement patterns to surface. And it also tests them. How long will they wait? Option A, threatening to call the police, is the wrong
Yo, but I'm, like, waiting with a vampire right now. Like, how do I know that they're not gonna, like, just fucking break the window? Like, they're not allowed because it's vampire rules? Phone lights up, unknown number. You answer, calm voice says your full name first and last.
You answer. A calm voice says your full name, first and last. And then, please open the door. We need to verify you're okay. This line is being monitored. We're with police dispatch.
Cap.
What do you do? Option A, say, what's your badge number and station? Option B, hang up. Text your host again.
B.
Option C, say nothing. Listen for mistakes in what they say. Or option D, say, I'm not home, and pretend you're somewhere else.
B. It's B or C, but B.
So the correct answer here is option C, say nothing. Listen for mistakes in what they say. So the reason this is the right answer is because silence here is your strongest tool. They already have your name, but you don't need to give them anything else. Speaking gives away stress, alertness, and possibly your location or your accent. Option A, demanding ID, feels like the smart answer, but it's ultimately wrong because without an official callback...
Start screaming and slapping my belly like drums. You think that would scare them away?
Number, it's meaningless. Option B, texting your host, is good, but premature. You need to assess the threat first. And option D, lying is the wrong answer because this shows panic. And once you speak, you've already revealed your voice. Silence is the strongest move here. Let them keep talking. Real
All right, is all of this just going to revolve around silence, though? Like, when am I going to be able to, like, kill him?
Not breathing, not interference. Like a second voice. Whispering, just a half second too late. Echoing the same sentence, as if something was repeating the line, trying to copy the tone. You hang up. No one calls back. You're still in the guest house. The doors are locked. No one's gotten in. You've double-checked. But something isn't right. The silence is too complete.
He's in.
You pass by the hallway mirror, and something catches your eye. You pause. In the mirror, you are there. But only faintly, like your image is half erased. And then, for a split second, there's something else. A second reflection, not mirroring your movement. You blink, and it's gone. What do you do? Option A.
Yo, any of those, like, horror films where they look in the mirror and there's somebody in the background, and when they turn, they're not there? And then they, like, look back, and they're still in the mirror. They turn, they're not there. They look back, and then it's right next to their face, and they turn, and they're there. Oh! No, I can't do that. That would be never break a mirror. Why?
Break the mirror. Option B, use your phone camera to check the reflection again. Option C, leave the hallway. Mirrors can lie. Or option D, adjust the lighting to verify distortions.
All right, so there's a second reflection. So somebody's in the mirror. I kind of want to break the mirror, but that seems kind of stupid. Use your phone camera to check the reflection. I'm going to leave the hallway.
So the correct answer here is option D, adjust the lighting. So the reason this is the right answer is because optical distortions are common in dim or angled lighting, and fear warps interpretation. Before you assume supernatural influence, verify the reflection against real-world physics. Bad lighting, double-pane mirrors, or backlighting can distort even your own.
Bro, I'm not going to be that calm in this situation. A vampire's trying to fucking kill me. I'm not going to be able to be like, you know, maybe the physics, maybe the lighting of this is just skewing. You know, obviously I'm under some sort of duress right now, and that might be skewing my perceptions of whether or not there's something in the mirror. If I see a if I walk in and I turn and I see somebody in the mirror, I'm darting out. No part of me is going, maybe I should tweak the lighting angles here.
Sorry,
what the
your
fuck?
host. Finally calling back, but your pulse, it just delays it. So you adjust the lighting, and the mirror now shows your full reflection. Nothing strange, but your pulse hasn't slowed. And then, a vibration. Your phone. It's your host. Finally calling back.
Wow,
You answer.
finally.
Don't open the door, your host says quickly. No matter what you hear, it's not... The call cuts out. You barely have time to process before there's a knock. At the front door. Same voice. It's me. Sorry, phone died. Let me in? Same cadence, same tone, same man. But that's not possible. What do? Option A, ask him what room number you're in. Option B, ask him what you were wearing when you checked in. Option C, wait for him to say something you didn't tell him. Or option D, slide your phone under the door with a voice recorder on.
I'm not giving my phone to the fucking vampire. What idiot would pick D? Why would I slide my phone under the door? I'm giving them my phone? That's the worst possible. Nobody would pick that. Wait for him to say something you didn't tell him. C.
So the correct answer here is option A, ask what room number you're in.
What?
So the reason this is the right answer is because room number is fast, innocuous, and it's specific. Only the real host or someone who's watched you check in would know it. It's a classic confirmation test that sounds casual, but it reveals a lot of information. Option B, asking what clothes you were wearing, is not the best answer because this is a vague detail and it could easily be guessed. Option C, waiting, is also not the best option here because it puts you in a passive mode and time matters here. And option D, sliding...
Puts you in a passive mode. Every other answer was, hey, just wait. Time is silence is fucking strength. That's what every other one. It's like, oh yeah, no, being quiet's the best thing you could do.
Your phone under the door sounds clever, but
now it sucks. Now I'm asking him questions. I'm fucking. What are we playing? Jeopardy? What room number am I?
Delays action, and you need answers immediately. He gets the answer wrong. He says room 4. You're in room 7. You don't speak. You don't move. And eventually the voice stops. You back away from the door. That's when you smell it. The air inside is shifted, and there's a new scent in the guest room hallway.
And what if he got it right? What if you just got lucky? What if I go, what room number am I? He goes, 7. And I go, oh. And then that motherfucker eats me.
Wet soil. Iron. No open windows yet. You checked earlier. It wasn't here before. What do you do? Option A, check under the bed. Option B, check the closet. Option C, smell your charm. Or option D, open your suitcase to see if something was placed in.
Why am I smelling my charm? These all feel like bad answers. There's a putrid smell in the room. I'm either looking under the bed, looking in the closet, smelling the charm, or opening my suitcase. I'm gonna go see smell the charm.
So the correct answer here is option B, open your closet. So the reason
Why? Why is that the right answer?
this is the right answer because in both real intrusions and folklore, closets are containment points for bodies, bags, traps, or things that don't belong. If someone is broken in, this is the most likely hiding space. And if the lore is
Okay, and then I open the door and he kills me.
true, that smell of damp soil isn't just rot. Some say that vampires carry the earth with them from their homeland. Option A, checking under the bed, is the wrong answer because under the bed checks require you to lower yourself, which is dangerous unless you know it's necessary. Option C, smelling your charm, is not the right answer because the charm heats when danger's near.
I don't know, dude. Yeah, I lower myself, but if I stand like 3 feet away, you gotta think, bro, somebody under a bed's in a very vulnerable position. You're like under the bed like this. Like, if I see him, he would have to crawl out from under the bed to hurt nip slip. He would have to crawl from out under the bed to hurt me.
You know this, but it doesn't speak. It doesn't tell you where or who, just that something's wrong. And option D, ripping open your suitcase, is not the best answer because this wastes time and it's not the logical origin point for the smell. The closet is empty, but the smell lingers, so you shut it. Slowly. And then something calls you back to the mirror. You glance at it once more. You see yourself again. Fully this time. Then for a blink, 2 of you, and then it's just you again. What do? Option A, cover the mirror with a towel. Option B, take a photo of it. Option C, touch the glass. Or option D, pretend it didn't happen.
Not D. There's 2 of me. I'm going to cover the mirror or take a photo. I'm going to cover the mirror. I'm not touching the glass.
So the correct answer here is option A, cover the mirror. So the reason this is the right answer is because mirrors are psychological vulnerabilities.
Yup. Knew that. Next.
For a reason. It gives them invitation. And option D, ignore from outside. Slightly better. And then you hear something. Low. From outside. A growl. You look out the window. 2 dogs
I growl back.
are across the yard. One stares up at your window. The other is tense, ears flat. They don't bark. They don't blink. And then, both bolt into the trees. What do? Option A.
2 dogs are across the yard. One stares at the window. The other is tense and ears are flat.
Ignore it. Dogs are random. Option B. Watch where they run. Option C, close the blinds. Or option D, move to a room without windows.
Bro, what? This is getting so hard. She said it was going to get harder, but now I have no idea what to do. I see 2 dogs in the yard. One of them's looking at me, and the other one's tense, and then it runs into the trees. Dogs are random, ignore it. Watch where they run, close the blinds. Where they run, they're running away. That's stupid. Dogs are random, that's also stupid. Close the blinds or move to a room without windows. Move to a room without windows. D.
So the correct answer here is option B, watch where the dogs run. So the reason this is the right answer is because animals react to what we can't sense. In both real-world encounters and...
So why the fuck would I look where they're running? Would I want to look at what they're running from? Why would I go, where are they running? They're running somewhere safe. Why? I feel like I would be like, okay, well, they saw something they didn't like.
supernatural door, dogs and cats often alert first. Their direction of escape tells you where not to go, and maybe where it is going next. Option A, ignoring.
What? Their direction of escape tells you where not to go. Wouldn't it tell you where to go? They're not running where it's going next. That doesn't make any sense, right?
Them is wrong because here you're just ignoring a warning system. Option C, closing the blinds is denial and blindness. You know something's going on. And option D, retreating to a blind room is also wrong because this just removes all visibility. You watch the dogs. They didn't bark. They just ran. Away from the gate. Past your house. Like they were avoiding it, or something near it. That means whatever scared them is close. It's watching. You move to the far room. Smaller. Fewer windows. Quieter. Until it isn't. A noise inside the wall. Scraping. Wet. Like something breathing through plaster. It moves an inch at a time. Closer. What do you do? Option A, knock back, test if it responds. Option B, turn off all lights and listen. Option C, bang hard, scare it away. Or option D, leave the room quietly and lock the door.
Bro, why can't I have an option where, like, I stab a knife through the fucking drywall? Like, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm shooting through the wall. The sound seems to move closer an inch at the time. Knock back, see if it responds. Turn off the lights. Bang hard to scare it away. Leave the room quietly. Lock the door behind you. D. Get away from it. Kind of
so the correct answer here is option
you.
D. Leave the room
Easy.
quietly and lock the door.
Easy. See, like, some of them are very predictable.
Banging the wall is wrong because the scrape doesn't follow. You close the door. You turn the lock. The house falls silent again. The air temperature drops. Your breath fogs. And then the charm around your neck burns once. Sharp. And then it goes cold. You turn around. There's someone in the far corner. Not moving. Knees pulled to their chest. A woman. Her hair falls across her face. You didn't see her arrive.
Dude, UFC fight. UFC fight. She's just in the room. She's just in the room. I'm going, wham! Wham! Right to the jaw, dude. When I tell you I'm killing her instantly.
She whispers, "Don't let them in. They follow the lonely ones." And then she says your name. You never told her your name. What do? Option A, ask her how she knows you. Option B, back out of the room without responding. Option C, offer her the charm. Or option D, demand she proves she's alive.
Back out of the room without responding.
So the correct answer here is option B, back out of the room without responding. So the reason this is the right answer is because here you're facing an unknown person who somehow knows your name. In this setting, that's a huge alarm bell. If it's a real...
How'd she even get in the room? It's not even that she knows your name. She's just like a random woman.
Out into the hallway. The door frame is cool against your shoulder as you pass through, and you shut the door. The whisper stops. Nothing follows. Then, through the thin wood, you hear the faintest flutter, like paper folding in on itself. You risk a glance through the crack at the bottom, and there's no shadow. No feet. No one. Only carpet. And dust. And then your phone buzzes. It's an unknown number. Not international. Local area code. You answer. And the voice that answers back is yours. "You have to let me in. I'm still out here. They took my place." You don't remember speaking those words. You're holding the phone. You're sure it's real. What do? Option A, hang up and turn off the phone.
A.
Option B, say, "Where are you?" and wait for a location. Option C, put the phone on speaker and keep listening. Or option
C.
D, say, "I'm not home," and pretend you're somewhere else.
No. Don't put it on speaker because then that alerts them of your location. A.
So the correct answer here is option A, hang up and turn.
Because if you put that bitch on speaker, then they're going to yap. They don't know where you are.
Turn off the phone. So the reason this is the right answer is because earlier, listening quietly was smart because you were gathering intel about an unknown
Yeah, but
person.
now they in the
But
house.
here, this isn't a stranger trying to prove your identity. This is your own voice on the line, telling you things that you've never said. That's not information, that's intrusion. Every extra second risks
Yeah, knew that.
long, slow footsteps.
Shut off the phone. Screen stays black. No signal. House is silent. Too silent. Faint sound of the hallway. Slow footsteps.
The figure doesn't knock now. It scratches. Long drags of nail across the wood. The frame groans. The lock trembles. You can hear voices now. Not one, several. Whispering your name from different directions. The front, the back, even the
Yo, there's a pack of these motherfuckers coming for you. Oh, no. I thought it was one vampire.
roof. Your clock reads 5:41 a.m. Dawn is close, but not here. You have to choose. Option A, bolt through the back exit. Option B, move upstairs
I use a UV light and shine it at the vampires.
to put more barriers between you and them. Option D, confront the door, brace it with your body and the charm. Or option D, open a window upstairs and call for help.
All right, so if I reach daytime, I'm chilling. Bolt through the back exit while they're still outside. My hangover's starting to kick in a little bit. Okay, so my head's pounding a little bit. I'm thinking about Advil. Adrenaline's rushing now. I'm a little dehydrated from the amount of drinks I've had at the bar. Slightly out of breath. I kind of have to poop. Bolt through the back exit while they're still outside. Move upstairs to put more barriers between you and them. Confront the door. Brace it with your body in the charm. Open a window upstairs and call for help. B.
So the correct answer here is option B, move upstairs and put more
Easy.
And option D, yelling for help, is them. So you climb the stairs, 2 at a time. The voices rise behind you, scraping, rattling, and then they fall silent. You bar the upper door. The first shaft of light cuts across the floorboards. When you risk a glance through the window, the street is empty. The house is silent now. No whispers, no scratching, just the groan of old beams under the first light. Your clock reads 6:02 a.m. The sky is pale blue. You step carefully to the window. The street is empty. The figure is gone. On the floor by the door, you see it. The charm, snapped cleanly in half. You survived the night. Or maybe you were let go.
Oh.
So that wraps up the last of the questions, and...
Fire, dude. We survived the night. Oh, wait, no, there's a graph to see, like, how well I did.
Anymore. If you
How
scored
many
between
did I get wrong?
7 to 10 points, and you survived, but just through the skin of your teeth. You lasted until dawn, but only because the next time you home, and when silence was permanent, you didn't hesitate.
How many did I get wrong? Like 4? 5? I was 11 to 14. I feel like I got most of them right. 6? Okay, I still didn't get 7 to 10. I survived, but something followed you home. You made enough good choices to see daylight. You missed something. A window left ajar. A word spoken with the silence safer. And now the figure knows you. Survival's temporary. No, because I'm not staying in fucking Albania or Algeria for the rest of my fucking life. I'm hopping back on that fucking Delta Airlines flight and taking the fucking 15-hour flight home, okay? And that vampire ain't getting on a goddamn airplane. I'm sure of it, okay? So I'm dipping, right? And then I'm going to deal with the Jersey Devil. Not Algeria. Albania. Sorry.
You shut every door, you killed every channel, and you gave nothing away. When dawn came, it found you whole. And for tonight, at least, you won. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you...
Sick. I love those survival quizzes. They're so fun. Fucking sub to Oddly Specific Crystal. The zombie one was really fun, too. All right, we'll save this actor one for another day. We'll watch this Mr. Beast video and the philosophy one, and then we'll play a little bit of games. Zombie survival quiz. Most people choose wrong.
This is a quiz to find out if you'd survive a zombie apocalypse. Not movie logic.
Y'all think you would survive? I think I'd at least I would last past the first stages. I'm not saying I would start a new civilization and, like, you know, become governor of my own little town. But I don't think it would be like I'm not going out day one of the outbreak, you know? It depends what type of zombies we're working with. I don't know if she's going to address this, but that's kind of another big thing. I think when people talk about zombie apocalypses, it's generally assumed that you're referring to Walking Dead. Is that fair? Because World War Z... World War Z? Those ones... And they run. they run faster than they would if they were alive. Like, that... No. Those I'm dead. Those I'm for sure dead. But I think I would live Walking Dead.
Not gamer instincts, actual survival decision-making pulled from disaster studies, urban collapse scenarios, and real-world psychology. It's 28 questions long. Some of the questions are easy, most of them are not. For each of the questions, you get 4 options to pick from, and I'll tell you the right answer, and explain why the others most likely will get you killed. As we go through the quiz, you should keep track of your score. You get 1 point per correct answer. And at the end, I'll tell you...
Oh, God. Is it like, hey, if you have 10 points, you live? How many points do you need to survive? It's probably unreal, like 20. You need to get, like, more than 2/3 of the questions correct.
Whether or not you'll last. So before we begin, I'm going to give you some context as to this world and also the scenario so that you can make informed choices. So this quiz, right, this scenario, it uses classic slow-moving zombies. So like classic infection type zombies.
There we go. Easy. 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 What? I think that's not easy. The biggest problem's other people in an apocalypse. That, in my mind. World War Z, it's the zombies. But Walking Dead zombies, it's like other people that are malicious and want to kill you. I don't think the zombies are the biggest issue. They're just kind of like a hurdle in the midst of other shit.
Moderate hearing and smell. They have poor eyesight, especially.
Moderate hearing and smell. Poor eyesight, especially in low light. They will notice you if you're loud, fast, or bleeding. What are they, fucking sharks? They'll smell my blood. They'll notice you if you're loud, fast, or bleeding. So they'll be like clickers, but slow. Like, ah! They turn. More merch is here. You better not skip this, you fucking bitch. More merch. Carpe diem. Look at this sick-ass design. You better fucking look at it, dick. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Pluck the day. Same fucking thing. Follows the philosophy drops that we've always been doing. We were doing Memento Mori. We were doing Think for Yourself. Look at this sick-ass back. Peep it. Also got shorts. This time, they're shorter than the other ones. Different material. We're not going that thick cotton anymore. It's more breathable. We also got hoodies in other designs. Look at this fucking sick-ass one. No AI! Told the designer, no AI! They hand drew this shit. Or, well, not with, like, pencil on a computer. Anyways, where's the fucking long sleeve? Another design. Here's the front. Here's the back. Check it out. There's more stuff as well. I'm just showing you small things. JoeBartoloziStore.com. I don't know why I'm out of breath. Editor. I'm sick. Joe Bartolozzi Store. I said my last name wrong. JoeBartoloziStore.com. Check it the fuck out. See ya.
Notice if you're loud, if you're fast, or if you're bleeding. In terms of how to defeat them, the zombies don't feel pain. They don't bleed out. The only tried and tested way to destroy them is by destroying the brain. And they don't stop unless you hit a central nervous system, so when you're picking weapons, that's what you're aiming for. In terms of how the virus spreads, or how people turn, the virus spreads fast. People say it's from bites, maybe blood. It's not airborne as far as we know, but if someone gets it, they turn fast. To give you some context of
So it's not like mushroom spores, but if they bite you, you turn.
Live in an urban area with 2 other people, so it's like
You live in an above ground floor apartment with 2 other people in a densely populated urban area. So like I live in a big city like New York or Boston. I live in like New York, Boston, Chicago, Miami.
medium-sized city, pretty densely populated area with like the
Worst start. Bottom tier starting area for an apocalypse. That's making me a little less confident. Best place to start out is just like Iowa. You're in Canada, but not in a main city. Oh, so I'm fine. Oh, I only have ever met 10 people in my life. So I think I'll be okay.
infrastructure of what you get in an urban area, so public transport, accessible supermarkets, roads, etc. I hope you took some notes or you remembered those facts.
Iceland would be the best area to start if the virus didn't start in Iceland, because then you could just close off the country.
Because they may or may not be relevant in deciding what you'll do. So again, I'll set out each question in turn and then the options, and I'll give you a couple of seconds to pick your answer. I'll tell you the right answer after each question and give you an explanation as to why that's the right answer.
Bro, but is it gonna be like the definitive right answer, or is it just gonna be like, hey, this is the one that's most likely to keep you alive?
Feel free, obviously, to pause the video to take more time if you need it, and most importantly, keep track of how many answers you get right or wrong for your final score at the end. And without further ado, let's begin. So you've just confirmed it, it's a zombie outbreak. You live in the second floor apartment in a medium-sized city, and it's the first 10 minutes.
What's a medium-sized city? Not New York, not Philly. Like, a medium-sized city, I would say like Austin, Texas. Is that? Yeah, like St. Louis, Missouri. Somewhere where there's not millions of people.
Immediately by car and head towards the countryside.
Hell no.
Option B, grab a backpack and head on foot to the nearest supermarket. Option C, wait a bit, gather information, and then leave before nightfall. Or option D, stay put and begin fortifying your home.
I think A's bad because there's gonna be traffic immediately. Like, everybody's going to try and leave. That's the biggest play. If you're one of the first people, like 10 minutes, it's already cooked. I don't think you're getting out of the city. Grab a backpack, head on foot to the nearest supermarket. There's going to be panic on the ground level, so I feel like that's also bad. Stay put and begin fortifying your home. I think living in the city during an apocalypse is the worst play. Dude, I know A is bad because it's like you shouldn't want to leave by car, but I feel like A or C. Wait a while, gather info, and leave before nightfall. We don't know anything, so I feel like it would make sense to kind of wait. Not B. Well, grabbing a backpack, heading on foot to the nearest supermarket. There's going to be mass foot traffic on the city that you're in of people running around because they're scared and also infected on the streets. That's like immediately where people are going to be that are zombies. So, and people are already going to be looting supermarkets. I feel like that's not a problem right now. I'm thinking C, bro. C or A? I'm going to go C first answer, though.
So the correct answer is option D, stay.
Fortify my fucking second floor apartment in fucking Austin, Texas. I'm gonna why the fuck would I fortify my apartment? Like somebody's gonna try, bro. Nobody's gonna try and break. The zombies don't have strength.
Put and begin fortifying your home. So the reason that this is the right answer is because leaving in the first wave is often one of the riskiest.
I think, okay, I agree with that. That's why A's trash.
Things that you can do. During the first wave of an outbreak, infrastructure breaks down basically instantly. The roads are full of accidents and abandoned cars, emergency services are overwhelmed or completely gone, and if you're in a vehicle, you're likely gonna get stuck. And if you're on foot, you're probably gonna be exposed.
You know what I'm gonna do, bitch? I'm gonna take a Lime scooter out of that fuck-ass town. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go download an app, and I'm gonna go fucking take a city bike, and I'm gonna fucking electric scooter my way out of the fucking town. There we go. Then I don't even need to get in a goddamn car.
Another reason to stay put is because you have more
services are down. Yeah, I'm taking a Lime scooter.
Control at home. You know your layout, your entry points, and what you have at
No Wi-Fi? What did the fucking satellites just fall out of the sky? There's gonna be Wi-Fi for a little bit.
You're able to block doors, ration supplies, and also reduce noise. All in all.
Bro, ration supplies? What, the fucking 6 packs of ramen I got? Damn, dude. Ration supplies. Like I'm a fucking couponer and I just have fucking layers of canned corn. I'm just waiting to starve to death, bro. I'm gonna last 5 days. How to starve. No, I mean, my plan wasn't... I feel like C's good. Because it wasn't fortified, but it was like, all right, I'm going to survey a little bit. Maybe I'll put a chair in front of the door. And then I'm going to fucking leave in like 8 hours.
All in all, staying put has fewer variables and more you can control, and there's also just less visibility to the outside world and its threats. Public spaces during this time are basically chaos zones because supermarkets and gas stations are early hotspots for violence, looting, infection spread. The majority of
yeah, bro, but what if you're one of the first people there?
People that die early in disaster events do so because they go out thinking that they can grab more supplies. Another reason to stay is because waiting often gives
grab all the fucking Marlboro Reds! Grab all the cigarettes!
You more information. In the next 12 to 48 hours, you'll learn what's happening, where to go or avoid, and whether there's an organized response. And so people who leave immediately often walk into blind danger. The only exceptions where leaving might be the right choice is if your building is actually compromised, like if there's an infected person inside and there's no way to secure it, or if you have a clear escape plan with pre-packaged supplies and like a safe destination, or if you live...
What is that called? Like a go bag? There's like apocalypse people that have those. Like an already ready backpack to dip.
Somewhere that's completely indefensible. So for example, there's a glass storefront, or you're on the ground floor, or if there's wide entry points.
A bug out bag, that's what it is.
Other than that, the safest thing to do is to stay and fortify and wait. So you've decided to stay put and ride out the first wave in your apartment. You've locked the doors, you've pulled the curtains, and you've confirmed it's a real outbreak. What's the smartest next move? Option A, start moving heavy furniture to block entry points. Option B, fill bathtubs, sinks, and pots with clean water.
I love that. I love that. I don't know the other two answers, but right now I'm going B.
Option C, inventory your kitchen.
I feel like, bro, I feel like that's what you do during like a hurricane. Y'all ever do that? You or your family ever do that? Whenever you know the power, like your power's gonna get cut, the water, like it's not gonna work. Yeah, you always just fill the bathtub, sinks, pots.
Or option D, turn on.
Inventory your kitchen, make a ration plan. Turn on the news and call loved ones for updates.
The news and call your loved ones for updates.
Not. D. Hell no. Yo, honestly though, nah, maybe turning on the news might be good. See, I feel like I'm taking the fucking bar exam right now. Like, all of these feel right. Outside of A. A is like, bro, like, what the fuck? What are the zombies? Hulk Hogan running through the fucking, the door, man? It's not A. I feel like it's going to be B or D. I'm gonna go B.
The correct answer is option B. Fill
Yes! 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 1 point on the board.
all possible containers with clean water. So the reason this is the right answer is because in disaster scenarios, especially when infrastructure is unstable, water is often one of the first systems to fail. City water might stop flowing or become contaminated within hours of an outbreak. And since you're at home and you have a bathtub, bathtubs can act as large reservoirs for washing or flushing, and pots, bottles, and kettles are drinking water reserves. Because the power might cut out at any time, this is definitely the most important thing to do, and you should fill any container while the water pressure is still on. So why are the other options not correct? So option A, if you barricade this...
Damn, bro, that's the biggest problem I'd have. I have no idea how I'd get clean water. What the fuck? I know you boil that shit, but it's like... I feel like in a survival scenario, I'm definitely dying of dehydration.
Is important, but time-sensitive utilities come first. For option C, ration planning, again, this is smart, but no food is a problem in 3 days, while no water is a problem in the first day. And option D,
facts.
Turning on the news and calling your loved ones. That sounds useful, but communication noise risks attention, and you can also gather that information after securing the basics. Okay, so it's 15 minutes in, containers are full, the pressure is dropping, the power is still on, but it could cut out at any moment. What's the smartest next move? Option A,
power's still on, can cut at any moment, containers are full.
Inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Option B, stand on the balcony to gauge how many people are on the street. Option C, drag a bookcase against your front door for extra bracing. Or option D, write a visible note on your front door saying, alive inside, uninfected.
Whack ass answer. D's terrible. I like B. I like B because then you get a gauge on, like, who's outside. But I feel like if you say B, she's going to go, incorrect. There's actually a sniper on the roof waiting for you to go outside, and it actually just domed you in the head. There's a red dot waiting outside of your window, just waiting for you to go outside. The second you reveal yourself, there's going to be a gang of crackheads that come up into your room and kill you. Woof, 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 roof, roof, roof. You have windows? Yeah, but maybe the windows are where the fucking balcony is, and I don't know how many people are outside. Inventory food in order of perishability and set ration sizes. Bro, what am I loser camping this out in the apartment? Nah, this is actually pissing me off, bro. What a bum-ass way to survive. Nah. Like, the zombie apocalypse starts, I'm not gonna, like, try and fucking make my way to a boat. I'm gonna fucking just bum in the apartment for fucking 8 weeks. That's cringe. I'm gonna go A. I want to do B. Power could cut at any moment. Oh, while the lights are on, you need to be able to read expiration dates. A.
So the correct answer here is option A, inventory
Yep.
and ration food. So the reason that this is important is because a calorie plan prevents panic eating and also using fridge power while you still have fridge power. Option B is incorrect because this makes you a visible target. Your silhouette against the sky is bait for both infected people and opportunistic survivors, and it's not worth.
Bro, no, it's... Yo, I'm telling you right now, this is a Walking Dead zombie. I'm walking out on the balcony. That motherfucker's going...
Is not wrong, but it's slightly premature. You're still gonna want flexibility to move between the rooms and also possibly scavenge from your neighbors or adjust sound or light control. And option D, the front door note, this might emotionally feel smart, but ultimately it's a liability. This is because it
Option E, meet a guy named Carl and start practicing your Walking Dead voice when he dies. Carl! Carl!
draws attention to your apartment, and it also gives away the fact that
Carl!
someone is alive inside and likely with resources. It also just increases your risk of being targeted by desperate people, and there's no guarantee who reads
When he dies, I don't know.
this note. So you're
I just know he says Carl all the time.
an hour into the outbreak, the supplies are counted, you share the space with your 2 flatmates. What's the next priority?
Kill your roommates.
Option A, establish a silent alert or knock code for movement inside the flat. Option B, cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. Option C, assign one person to sit by the peephole and watch the hallway. Or option D, start binge charging every device you own.
Establish a silent alert / knock code for movement inside of the flat. Do I live in a fucking 10,000 square foot apartment, dude? What the fuck? I need to... Dude, I'm imagining that I live in like a 2-bedroom apartment where I can see everything at all times. Cook a large hot meal before the gas or electricity dies. No. Assign one person to sit by the people and watch the hallway. No. I feel like D is good to charge your device, but I feel like she's going to say the fucking knock code. So this is the best time where you're going to want to learn Morse code. I'm going to go, no, you know, I got to answer what I would do, not what, this is what I got to do. I got to answer what I would do, not what I think's right. D. I think it's A, though.
So the correct option is option A, to have a silent alert system. So the reason this is
All right, guys, it's hour 6 of the apocalypse. I know all of our phones are on 10%, but let's not waste the time to go plug it in on the wall. Even though while I've been saying this, I could fucking plug in my phone. No. Instead, all right, okay, that means help. That means goat. That means Patrick Mahomes. That means corn.
the right answer is because having discipline in how you communicate can stop
Like
accidental shouting, accidental noise, and door opens later. Hot food and device charging matters, but all of these other things can wait until rules against loud mistakes, which are potentially fatal mistakes, are put in place. Okay, so you're now 2 hours into the outbreak. Communications are set, and
2 hours? This is 2 hours? I thought I was like a day in now.
it's still quiet outside. What do you do next?
2 hours in and I go stand on my balcony and that's bad? The apocalypse just started. Let's go loot their apartment. This person that probably lives on minimum wage in a fucking Austin, Texas apartment, let's go fucking steal their shit.
Option A, pick one windowless interior room as
Communications are set. It's still quiet outside. What's the next sensible action?
the fallback or the sleep space. Option B, clear the hallway outside your unit of any loose objects. Option C, start boiling tap water to sterilize it while power remains. Or option D,
I thought tap water was already sterilized.
spread your stored water containers across different rooms in case of a breach.
Spread your stored water across different rooms in case of a breach? Bro, where are they going to breach this apartment? There's one entry point. Select one windowless interior room as the fallback sleep space. Where's option E? Dump your bag of marbles outside your front door to Looney Tunes cartoon prank, Home Alone style, any zombies that walk upstairs. Start boiling tap water? No. Spread your stored water across different rooms. I'm going to go A.
So the correct option here is option A, designate a fallback room. So the reason this is the right answer is because if the outer flat is breached, you need a last line of defense already chosen. So this is about prioritizing worst case preparedness before it's too late. By the 2 hour mark, we're assuming you've already secured water, you've already locked down and you've gone dark, and also the initial chaos has passed, but stability is still fragile. So option B, clearing the hallway of loose objects, is a good idea, but it's not really worth the risk of sound.
It's always A. Has it always been A? No, it wasn't always A. One of the times it was D.
unless there's an active threat outside. Option C, boiling the water, sounds smart, but you've already filled containers at this point, and the tap water is still running, so it's not yet unsafe. The power right now might stay on for hours, or it might just cut suddenly, but even then, you can boil the water from the fallback room later. Boiling it right now just creates unnecessary heat.
Bro, boiling water? I'm still in a fucking city flat. I'm not thinking I need to boil my water until I'm fucking Bear Grylls drinking my own piss. Like, I'm not boiling water until I'm fucking grabbing murky water from a fucking pond. And I'm like, yeah, this shit looks unsafe.
Noise and smell, which are all signals that you want to prevent early on. And finally, D, spreading the water containers around the room. This is like a good idea, but it's minor optimization. Obviously, if you're breached, you don't want all of your water in one place, but again, if you're breached that badly, the whole flat is essentially compromised. And the fallback room should already have its own mini storage. Okay, so you've made it to the end of day 1.
Bro, I really just feel like these people be bums, dude. I know she's basically giving the rundown of, like, this is how you should survive based on, like, actual research. And so I think that's valid. But in my brain, I feel like I'm imagining this ragtag trio. All right, guys, we got to set a fallout room for us to sleep in. Everybody move the open cans full of water. I feel like I'd kick that door down, fucking karate chop all of them in the neck, instantly kill them, and then steal their shit and walk out. Like, I really don't think this group's lasted more than a week. Based off the vibes that this is giving off, like the answers, if somebody's like, all right, got my bug out bag ready by the door in case.
Barricades, water, food, signals, safe room, and hygiene are all handled. What should you do to finish the day? Option 1, stay awake all night in rotating 2-hour guard shifts. Option B, start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells. Option C, signal—
What? Start a small cooking fire on the balcony to reduce indoor smells. So if I'm just saying, if it ends, I'm not even going to say it. If it's B, I'll crash out. Signal from a window in Morse code that survivors are still inside. It's not C. That's like the worst. C's the worst option.
From a window.
Well, you're just it's pitch black outside. You're like shining a flashlight. Fucking, like they're gonna even know it's Morse code.
In Morse code that survivors are inside. Or option D, mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine.
Bro, 14 days? I feel like I would leave the city so much faster than that. Stay awake all night in a rotating 2-hour guard shift. So you would sleep 4 hours at a time. I'm gonna go A.
So the correct answer here is option D, build the timeline.
Mentally map a 10 to 14 day isolation timeline and nightly routine. Bro, 10 to 14 days? Mentally map that? Yo, I feel like I would write that down with like a pen and paper of like, this is where we should go by this day.
This is the right answer is because this sets psychological expectations and also ration discipline. Setting fires, making signals, or having exhausting all-night watches just create risk without adding any immediate survival value. So it's now been 48 hours since the beginning of the outbreak. You've not heard any sirens, no screams, no gunfire, just silence. You crack a window and you listen, and movement sounds faint and far away. What do you do now? Option A.
Do out a very big belch to see if anything makes a weird noise. Go outside and scream.
Slide open the window a few more inches for ventilation because the air inside is stale. Option B, scan the street from behind the curtain for movement or patterns.
Already A.
Option C, step briefly onto your balcony and confirm how many bodies you can see below. Or option D, knock on the ceiling to check—
Stepping onto the balcony is really a bad play. There's a sniper. There's a sniper that's been waiting on the roof this entire time. Knock on the ceiling to check if the neighbor's still alive. I do love that play.
Are still alive.
I'm gonna go A.
So the correct answer here is option B, scan the street.
Oh, scan the street. Oh, but so scan the street, but not on the balcony, because if you step on the balcony, that's where the nine Black Ops fucking 6 snipers just come out and trick shot you right off the fucking roof. Scan the street from behind the curtain. Yeah, for movement or patterns. Okay. Just to get, like, a gauge of who's outside.
So the reason that this is correct is because in the 48-hour period, this phase is about information without exposure. If you're looking quietly...
Bro, but this is like... I know the first day is going to be the most hectic. But I feel like once you're in the city for a long period of time, that's where, like, groups are actually going to start getting together that, like, want to attack people. And that's where, like, hordes of zombies are going to start, you know? I feel like getting out of the city earlier is better. I know it's going to be harder, but, like, imagine, like, day 5 of the apocalypse, you're trying to leave Boston. Like, you're walking out to, like, everything's blocked on the streets. Everything's out on the streets, right? Everything's blocked. There's zombies everywhere. There's people waiting to see or hear you so they can attack you. Like, you're kind of hard locking yourself into that city for a long time.
Through a covered window, this can give you insight into movement without sound or silhouette. Opening a window or stepping outside creates unnecessary noise and profile. And knocking is an even worse idea because you don't know who's alive or what they'd do if they heard you. You suspect that the apartment across the hall is abandoned. The door is cracked. What do you do? Option A, enter quietly and search it for supplies. Option B, close and secure the door from the outside to prevent risk later. Option C, leave it untouched. Or option D, knock once, wait, and then cautiously enter with your knife drawn.
Bro, with my what? Like a fucking butter knife? Like my kitchen knife? I don't have a better weapon? Bro, I have a fucking spear and a sword. Or a gun, bro. Like, literally, you don't have any of these. I just have a fucking kitchen knife. C, leave it untouched. I feel like leaving it untouched is stupid. Probably close the door. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option A, enter quietly and search. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, controlled scavenging is strategic. If a room is clearly empty, it's better that you take its resources before someone clearly more desperate does. Avoiding all unknowns also isn't sustainable long term. Don't knock, don't announce, don't waste the opportunity. At night, you hear footsteps and whispering outside your apartment door. It's clearly human. What do you do? Option A,
press a fucking sawed-off shotgun right against the fucking wooden door. Go, hey! Are you guys, how many survivors are there? They walk up to the door. Are you guys in there? Boom! Right through the fucking door. Hole straight through their fucking chest. Kick that fucking door open. Bang. Elbow to the fucking jaw. Deck him. Steal all their shit. Throw them into the fucking streets. Use them as a symbol monkey like zombies. And then I get the fuck out of the city.
stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make noise. Option B, whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in. Option C, make a deliberate sound to show that you're at home and you're not worth breaking in. Or option D, wait for them to move on and then open the door quietly to check.
Stay completely silent. Don't move. Don't make a noise. Whisper to your group to grab weapons in case they come in. Make a deliberate sound to show you're home and not worth breaking in. Wait for them to move on, then open the door quietly to check. Not D. I'm gonna go B.
So the correct answer here is option A, stay silent. So the reason that this is the right answer is because this isn't the time to act. Silence is your defense. If they're looters, they'll avoid resistance, and if they're panicking, noise can make them choose your door. If they're infected, sound draws them. You only move if they try to enter, and even then, you don't speak. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check.
Yeah, I think silence is good. Maybe the sawed-off shotgun to the wooden door probably isn't a great play on second thought. But either way, I still feel like some sort of attack might be good.
And you hear a muffled groan from someone.
Release nerve gas through the air ventilator. I throw a canister of nerve gas through the vents.
What do you do? Option A, take a position at the door with a weapon in case.
A few minutes later, I hear a groan. Your flatmate whispers too loudly during a routine water check. How many waters do we... Oh, sorry. How many waters do we have?
One comes through. Option B.
How much water's left in the bathtub?
B, quietly relocate everyone to your fallback room and lock the door. Option C, tell them to stay put and go investigate alone while it's quiet.
When the fuck can I leave the city?
Or option D, whisper sharply at them, telling them to shut up and listen.
A. You can't risk losing your room.
So the correct answer is option B, relocate to the fallout.
That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. All right, now we're stuck in the fallback room. There's no windows and one door. Now if the fucking zombies get in the apartment, you're fucked. You're fucked. What are you going to drill out? Oh, now what do? Start digging at the walls with a plastic spoon to fucking escape? What?
So the reason this is the right answer is because containment is the protocol here. Fallback spaces exist for this reason.
Yeah, bro, but you're stuck in like a 3-bedroom apartment.
You don't split up, you don't go hunting, and you don't escalate anything. This is defensive discipline. Move to the stronghold and listen. If nothing happens, then you wait. And if something breaches, you're ready. You overhear a broadcast on a still working radio. Evacuation might be happening 6 miles away at an old stadium, but you don't have any further details and there's also no schedule. What do you do? Option A, immediately pack and leave while the streets are quiet. Option B, wait 24 hours to gather more information or listen for updates. Option C, prepare a bag and scout the route before committing. Or
C.
Option D, ignore it.
C.
So the correct answer here is option C, which is prepare to move, but don't move just yet. So the reason this is the right answer is because if you leave now, you risk walking into chaos or nothing at all. But ignoring—
It's so weird that like some of them I'm like, yeah, fully that makes sense. That's the right answer. Others, it's like, yeah, I get that. But like, dude, the fallback room when you hear something outside, like, I hate that idea.
It completely is also a gamble. The right call here is controlled contingency. You should prep a bag, watch for signals, and then assess the route. Okay, so you've gathered your bag, and now you have to choose one weapon to take when fleeing the apartment. What's the smartest grab?
Ooh. A knife? No, something long range.
Option A is a long crowbar.
Love
Option
that.
B, a short machete.
Crowbar, or how long of a... I feel like a crowbar and a machete are about the same length.
Option C is a steel baseball bat.
I don't even need to hear DC.
Or option D, a cordless drill.
I mean, what dumbass is choosing a drill? Well, actually, option D is good because you're going to need to make a fucking wooden shack in the Alps. You're going to need the cordless drill to fucking to do fucking home improvement. C.
So the correct answer here is option A, the long crowbar.
Bro, what? Nah, that shit's getting stuck in somebody's skull. What, maybe because it's like a half utility. I get that. I'm not mad at that answer. I would go C. I think the crowbar, yeah, it's because you could also use it for doors and as a weapon. It's like a multi-tool. But the steel Batman, I'm just like, you fucking... You know, like dude, I love a metal bat as a weapon in a zombie apocalypse is such a fire play. Just fucking, boom, fucking, bonk, literally just instantly cave their head in.
So the reason this is the right answer is because this is the weapon that you're gonna grab before leaving your apartment. So the weapon choice here needs to factor in, number one, how lethal—
Why not grab both? No time. It's not in the mental map schedule that you made 10 days ago.
lethal it is against zombies, especially skull trauma. Number two—
Yeah, but dude, I feel like that wedge, that hook part's gonna get stuck in the zombie's head.
utility in the field, so how it works against doors, fences, or breaking into places. Number three, durability and portability. You want a weapon that won't break and—
You're such an Italian American from New Jersey with the baseball bat choice. Bro, I don't even think that's an Italian thing. I feel like the baseball bat choice is just a good play. Crowbar makes sense. I feel like the machete's bad. Machete's too close because you're within arm's length every time. And I know the metal bat's not as big of a difference, but like you could extend a lot more. And a machete to the skull, I feel like that's not instant chopping through. A bat, like even if you don't instant, it might be a 2-hit, but like the first hit's donk, like falls over, you know?
Won't slow you down. And number 4, ease of use under stress, so no skill or precision needed. The reason the crowbar is the best choice is because it delivers focused and dense impact, which is ideal for cracking skulls. It also functions as a multi-tool, so
Who just owns a crowbar? Another question there. Like, or a machete. Who just owns a fucking well, I mean, I own a spear. But, like, who owns a machete or a crowbar?
There's no edge to maintain, there's no power required, and it's nearly indestructible. And basically, it works in both combat and escape. All in all, it's the most versatile survival tool that you can carry. The machete was a viable option, but it's risky. It's good in the sense that it's fast and it's light, and it's good for clearing brush or, like, cutting rope, but it's not really—
What am I fucking fleeing to Brazil? What am I going through brush? What am I fucking doing? I'm in, like, an American city right now. Where am I fucking— What are the vines overgrowing the fucking city? Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, wow, dude. This really— I hear, like, birds, and I see a fucking jaguar running through the streets. Oh, shit. The city has changed in 3 days.
Hard impact because it can slice through soft tissue, but it might get stuck in bone. And remember from the beginning of this video, I told you that in order to defeat a zombie, you have to aim for its brain. And in order to get to the brain, you have to go through the skull. And a machete can get stuck in a skull or in the bone of its neck, where you're trying to cut its head off.
So can a fucking crowbar! That hook? Bro, you're gonna hit it in the— Yo, if there's 4 zombies, and it's a 4v1, you hit one in the head, you instant kill it, now you're like, trying to pull it out. The bat, you're going, wham, 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 fucking over and over again.
It's like it could be a really good idea, but it's probably going to perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function.
What do you mean entirely heavy? It's a fucking bat. It's like a steel or aluminum bat. I feel like that's so easy, bro. That's not too heavy.
Besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bones.
Yeah, dude, that's also good for humans, man. That's good for humans, bro. I feel like, chat, what's scarier? Ooh, maybe a machete. For humans, you're running, you see a pack of people as well. Are you more scared of a guy with a machete or a metal bat?
Not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong because that's
not great for cracking skulls. Hard disagree. Hard disagree. I think I could split a skull with one swing of a steel bat.
Yeah, but it's probably going to perform poorly. The reason for this is because it's unnecessarily heavy, it's tiring to swing, and also there's no extra function besides the intimidation. Bats also often glance off of bone, so it's actually not great for cracking skulls, especially if you're swinging at a bad angle. And the cordless drill is wrong because this might sound like a really good idea, but drills are not—
How would that sound like— Who the fuck's going, oh, the cordless drill? Oh, the cordless drill. I'm definitely going to need that.
Going to be lethal unless it's precisely placed. It's also going to require 2 hands, close contact, and also, most importantly, electricity and battery power. And once it's dead, it's useless, and there's no extra utility or intimidation value to it. You now go into your kitchen for a secondary weapon. Which of these gives you the best chance of stopping a zombie in close combat? Option A, a chef's knife. Option B, a wooden rolling pin. Option C, a butcher's cleaver. Or option D, a screwdriver.
C. A butcher's cleaver? I feel like that would decapitate somebody. A butcher's cleaver? Maybe the chef's knife if I'm holding it in like a BO2 combat stance. Maybe the chef's knife if I flip around and I'm like, you know, not the screwdriver. The correct answer is B, wooden rolling pin.
So the correct answer here is option C, a butcher's cleaver.
I was kind of hoping it would be B, wooden rolling pin.
So the reason this is the right answer is because a cleaver has the mass and blade thickness.
Oh yeah, dude. A cleaver's slicing. I mean, it's made for literally fucking like meat separation.
Skull with short range strikes. The chef's knife is most likely going to be too thin and it risks snapping or getting stuck. And the rolling pin, it feels like a bat, but it's probably too light to do real damage, and as I said with the bat, most likely it'll bounce or glance off bone. The screwdriver here could be good because it could puncture—
Wooden rolling pin versus steel bat, way different, bro. I think it really depends on the strength. Can we agree that it's the strength of the user that determines the weapon choice? I think for close range, cleaver is obviously the right answer, but I think for the main weapon, a steel bat doesn't make sense if you're like 5'2" and 110 pounds. But if you're like able to fucking dual wield that shit, you got the Elden Ring build for it. You know, I'm taking the bat.
But it'll probably only go through soft points and you need perfect aim under pressure. Therefore, it's not the best option. So you've packed our small bag, and a local broadcast says that evacuation teams are moving towards a nearby stadium within the next 48 hours. What time of day do you plan to move? Option A, leave just before dawn. Option B, leave in the middle of the day. Option C, leave after dark. Or option D, leave right away.
Middle of the day. B.
So the correct answer here is option A, leave just before dawn. So the reason this is the right answer is because leaving right before sunrise gives you both enough light to navigate without drawing too much attention, while
Yeah, that's true.
most threats, either human or zombie, are less alert. Night travel is not a good idea because it increases the risk of tripping, noise, or panic, and broad daylight also makes you way too visible. So you've exited your apartment and you're making your way towards the stadium. Before seeing any zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car. One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, and the third is carrying a pipe. They haven't noticed you yet. What do you do? Option A, approach calmly and ask
Before you see the zombies, you spot a group of 3 scavengers near a parked car. One is searching the trunk, another is standing lookout, the third is carrying a pipe.
if they've seen safe zones. Option B, stay low and observe from a distance before deciding. Option C, circle wide and avoid contact entirely. Or option D, follow them quietly to see where they're heading.
B or C? I kind of think C's the better answer, but I want to go B.
So the correct answer here is option C, avoid contact entirely.
That was my second guess.
So the reason this is the right answer is because a wide detour keeps your location, your supplies, and your intentions secret. Early survival states that stealth is more important than alliance building. Option A, approaching calmly, is not the right answer because in early outbreaks, strangers are often scared and hyper-reactive. There's also no trust networks established yet, so it's more likely that they'll escalate or become violent or betray you. Option B, watching from a distance, gives you intel, but it burns time and it also risks you being spotted if they sweep.
Bro, they said they're moving there in the next 48 hours. What am I fucking walking 10 miles across like rugged terrain?
Their surroundings. And if they see you first, you lose initiative. Option D, following them, is also not the best answer because stalking unknown people is risky and you could walk into their base or another group. There's no true incentive to doing this early on, and if you're caught, you're seen as a threat or a potential ambusher. So on your route, you end up crossing rooftops using ladders and fire escapes. On the next rooftop, you see a zombie standing on the far ledge. It's facing away and it hasn't noticed you yet. You need to cross that roof to reach the ladder. What do you do?
Activate stealth perk, crawl up to it, and then hit it with the grab their neck and stab them right in the fucking head.
Option A, move slowly across the rooftop, hugging the wall and staying silent. Option B, throw a bottle into the street below and lure it off the edge.
Fire.
Option C, try and sneak up and attack it with your crowbar.
No.
Or option D, wait for it to wander off before attempting the crossing.
B.
So the correct answer here is option A, move silently across. So the reason this is the right answer is because at this point, the zombie hasn't seen you yet. You're not blocked and you don't need to engage. Stealth here minimizes all risk. Option B, throwing a bottle, could work if you were on the ground,
infected. It goes, ah! You go, it just mosey on by.
Since you're on a rooftop, sound travels unpredictably, and also it could just alert more zombies below. Sneaking up to attack it is also not necessary since it hasn't noticed you yet, and it also puts you in close quarters with no backup plan. Option D is potentially a good idea, but waiting could take forever, and it wastes daylight while giving up control. You're cutting through a narrow alley, and about 30 feet ahead, you see a zombie. It hasn't noticed you yet, but it's directly between you and the exit. There's an open side door to your left, a dumpster you could climb, and also a loose pipe on the ground nearby. What do you do? Option A.
Bro, a dumpster would be so fucking loud to jump on top of a dumpster.
Pick up the pipe and confront it before it gets closer. Option B, go into the side door and barricade it behind you to wait for a better
What happened to my fucking crowbar? What happened to my fucking crowbar? Now I gotta use a fucking loose metal pipe that fell off one of the fucking ceilings.
moment. Option C, climb the dumpster, toss a small object away, and misdirect the zombie away from the exit. Or option D, dash past the zombie now while they're
Slip through the side door and barricade it behind you and wait for a better moment. Dash past it now while there's still a chance. B.
still distance. So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation.
What? Bro, no. I folded. Hey, dude, have you ever stood on top of a dumpster? That is the biggest I'm right here signal you'll ever have. What the fuck? Getting on dumpsters are so loud. Like, if you jumped on top of a dumpster, that would be like doom, doom. It would be like loud sheet metal.
And misdirection. So the reason this is the right answer is because it has the best combination of both control of the situation and also momentum. Here, you're staying away from the action and you preserve your forward route, but you also don't trigger aggression. And you might be wondering now why a sound distraction is the correct answer in the alleyway, while on the previous rooftop question, I said that sound is unpredictable.
Bro, I'm gonna be going on the dumpster. Doom, doom, doom. I'm holding a pebble. It hits a fucking wall. I mean, bro, he's gonna go towards the louder noise.
This is because in the alleyway, you're in a contained space. So there's tight walls and there's
I'm convinced she dies day one. Bro, for all the people who keep saying, bro, she's dead, these aren't her answers. I'm not trying to get mad at that, but for the people in chat that just keep going, dude, she's dead as fuck. These aren't her answers.
short distance, and you can also see the zombie and it hasn't seen you yet. So here you're actually able to direct noise without just hoping that the zombie will react like in the previous question. And you have immediate visual feedback on how the zombie responds. And most importantly, you have escape options such as a dumpster, side door, or a fallback path. Essentially, sound is a good tool here because it's in a space that's controlled, tight, and you can control. Sound is dangerous on a rooftop in the previous question because that's a high exposure space because rooftops offer no cover. You can't see what's in surrounding buildings or below you, and a thrown bottle creates echoes which could travel downward and it could trigger zombies or other people on the street or in nearby buildings. Option A, fighting the zombie, is not the right answer because this is still too risky. You don't know if there are other zombies nearby or what's behind the zombie, and weapon or not, confrontation when you don't need to is high failure rate unless you're cornered. Option B, going to the side door and hiding, is a valid survival option, but you're now stuck in a closed building with its own unknowns inside. There's also no guarantee that the zombie will ever move on. So this option isn't wrong, but it's also not the best option. And option D, sprinting past, is also risky, because one wrong move and you could get grabbed. You turn a corner and you see another survivor. They're alone and they're—
Bro, but I also know my speed, you know what I mean? Like, I know how fast I can run. So if I see a gap and I'm like 8% sure I'm going to make it, no, I'm not going to do it. But if I'm like, nah, I'm definitely clearing that. I see the zombie like hobble walking.
sitting on a curb. From your first glance, they don't look injured.
See another survivor, they're alone sitting on a curb eating something.
What do? Option A, approach slowly and ask if they're headed towards the stadium. Option B, cross to the other side and keep walking without making eye contact. Option C, turn back and take a longer route. Or option D, make brief eye contact and nod, and then keep moving.
Where's option E, like, hit him in the head with a crowbar? Why are we never getting an extra answer here? Approach slowly as if they're headed towards the stadium. Cross the other side, keep walking without making eye contact. C. You see, you want to avoid contact at all times. I'm going to go D. I'm going to aura check him.
So the correct answer here is option D, brief eye contact and keep
Love
moving.
that.
So the reason this is the right answer is because you need to acknowledge this person without becoming a variable. Making eye contact shows your confidence and the nod signals peace. Option B or C, ignoring or avoiding them entirely, could be read as weakness, and option A of approaching them is risky. You don't know their intentions or what they've lost. While climbing a fence, you
E, piss missile. Yeah, you got to show your dominance. You walk up behind him, you just start peeing on his sandwich. Then you give him the nod and you just keep walking.
Slice your palm open on exposed metal. It's not deep, but it's bleeding. What do you do? Option A, cover it quickly with whatever cloth you have. Option B, wash and disinfect it before sealing it up. Option C, ignore it because it's too small
Chop off the hand.
to matter. Or option D, wrap it in plastic to keep the blood from dripping.
B.
So the correct answer here is option B, clean and disinfect it. So the reason that this is the right
Pouring fucking mouthwash on it.
answer is because any open wound is potentially an infection point, especially if you're touching surfaces or dead bodies. Every small cut matters in an unsanitary environment. And here you're protecting yourself from both regular and zombie-related infections. You find gasoline and a lighter in an abandoned garage. Do you rig a Molotov cocktail for
Yes.
zombie defense?
Yes.
Option A, yes, because it's an explosive distraction and it destroys the zombie on contact. Option B, yes, but only as a last resort.
B.
Option C, no, because fire spreads unpredictably and it draws attention. Or option D, no, it's better saved for sterilizing tools.
Ooh, D. D. What? Oh, lost audio. Fire spreads quickly, unpredictably. Fire rarely instant kill zombies. That is true. It would be better for, like, people.
When your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no
You're taking shelter in a back room of a corner shop after your route was blocked. It's a small space with one door, no window.
windows, and a zombie is just stumbled in from the front. Inside this room with you are a metal drawer, a kitchen knife, duct tape, and a narrow closet with slatted wooden doors. You have seconds to react. What do you do? Option A, tape the knife to a broken broom handle and prepare to fight. Option B, hide silently in the closet and hope it passes. Option C, climb onto the metal drawer and prepare to strike from above. Or option D, make noise to lure the zombie fully in and then try and slip behind it and escape.
Oh, God. These all seem bad. These all seem really bad. I'm stuck in a room with a zombie. I either make a shitty weapon, hide, make a lot of noise, and strike from above. I'm going to go C.
So the correct answer here is option C, use elevation and timing. So the reason this is the right answer is because standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established
Yeah, because you're going for the head.
before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold.
Did YouTube just break? YouTube's down? You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding.
Standing on the drawer gives you both height, force, and also angle to strike the zombie. As established before, these zombies are slow moving, so if you wait for it to enter and then drive a downward strike where it counts, this is probably your best bet. Option A, making the DIY spear, is not a good idea because makeshift spears often are not going to hold up in real pressure. A taped knife is
Well, yeah, dude, it's fucking taped. You're not going to get through somebody's skull with that. We don't need to know why those answers are bad. I know those answers are bad.
hands.
You fought off a zombie at close range. You're unbitten, but it blood spattered on your mouth and hands. What do you do first? Oh, God.
What do you do first? Option A, wipe yourself down with a towel or cloth. Option B, rinse with soap and water immediately. Option C, disinfect your skin with hand sanitizer. Or option D, wait and see if symptoms appear.
C.
So the correct answer here is option B, rinse with soap and water.
What? I would have thought, dude, like alcohol, like just get rid of it.
The reason this is the right answer is because if the virus spreads through blood, then you have to treat it like a biohazard. Soap and water removes infectious material better than alcohol. And sanitizer can't neutralize any contamination in the eyes or the mouth. Speed matters here, so waiting to see if symptoms appear is also a terrible idea. So by this point, all of your clean water is gone. You find a puddle of murky water next to a corpse that's clearly been mauled by zombies. What do you do? Option A, boil the water because heat kills everything. Option B, filter the water with cloth and then boil it. Option
Why is the music getting louder?
C, avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Or option D, dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe.
Boil like the music's like 200% right now. Boil it, filter it with a cloth, then boil it. Avoid it unless you have proper filtration. Dilute it with cleaner water and hope it's safe. C.
So the correct answer here is option C. Avoid it.
Yeah, bro, the fucking dead zombie. A dead zombie's in the water.
Without proper
Or
filtration.
next to it. Oh, fuck no.
So the reason this is the right answer is because while boiling is effective against bacteria, it's not effective against all viral agents or chemical contaminants. And you don't know enough about zombie blood to know if it contains persistent infection particles. Option B, filtering with the cloth and then boiling, is also a bad idea because filtering only removes debris but not pathogens. You're inside a store with broken glass on the floor. A group of 4 zombies wanders in from a side entrance. They haven't noticed you yet, and you're crouched behind the checkout counter. What do you do? Option A, crawl quietly against the back wall to the emergency exit. Option B, stay completely still until they pass, even if it takes hours. Option C, throw a metal object to the far corner and sneak out the front. Or option D, try and separate one from the group and take it down.
B. Because there's glass everywhere. Any distraction won't work.
So the correct answer here is option C, use
Fuck!
noise tactically. The reason this is the right answer is because zombies react to sound, and you don't want them investigating your section of the store. Throwing an object quietly obviously creates false noise distraction, and it also gives you a chance to exit.
Yeah, but there's glass everywhere. Why are you saying there's glass on the floor? I'm getting baited.
Option B, waiting, was a valid answer, but it's a gamble on your time. And option A is a bad idea because if you can remember from the scenario, there's glass on the floor, and crawling on glass is just risk. Option D, engaging one, is dumb. You should probably know that by now. You should always avoid confrontation if possible, and remember there's a group of zombies.
Unless I got a fucking gun with a silencer.
Other ones will hear.
Dead.
So you continue making your way to the stadium. You're almost there. When you're 2 blocks away from your destination, you realize that someone is quietly following you at a distance. They haven't called out yet. What do you do? Option A, call them out and ask them to identify themselves. Option B, pick up your pace, make several turns to test if they're tracking you. Option C, stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront them. Or option D, turn around and start walking towards them to intimidate them.
Stop abruptly and wait for them to catch up so you can confront. B.
So the correct answer is option B, change your pace and test if they're following you. The reason this is the right answer is because if someone's following you silently, you should never confront them directly. Change your pace and take sharp turns, and if they match you, it's deliberate. Once you've established they are in fact following you, then you can break the line of sight and change direction. Talking to them or walking
Break line of sight, bro. I'd be charging their ass at that point.
towards them gives them control, and you need options here that minimize risk. So you've just changed pace and you've made several
Bro, I don't know. I feel like the fear factor on humans is so different, bro. Some guy's following you from a distance in a zombie apocalypse. You just turn at him and just fucking run at him like a maniac. Like he's gonna imagine somebody does that to you. Like you're planning on attacking that guy and that's how he reacts. You're now vulnerable. You're running away. Like he's not getting you.
sharp turns, and they match every move. So now you know they're deliberately following you. You're still 2 blocks away from your destination. What do you do?
Like,
Option
that'd freak
A,
me out.
duck into a building, break the line of sight, and then exit via a back route. Option B, run the final 2 blocks to lose them and reach the evacuation point as fast as you can. Option C, hide in a shadowed spot and ambush them when they pass. Or option D, shout at them that you know they're following and threaten them to back off.
A.
So the right answer here is option A, break the line of sight and exit from another route. So the reason this is the right answer is because breaking the line of sight is power here. Once this person can't see you, you regain tactical control of the situation. Entering a building also gives you many alternate exits, angles, and barriers. And most people that are following you don't expect sudden lateral movement. Most likely they're watching you for forward momentum. And if you break the line of sight, you now have options to either double back, wait it out, or have a more controlled confrontation on your own terms. Option B, running to the evacuation point, is a bad idea because it shows desperation, and more importantly, you're going to lead them to your only safe haven and potentially compromise it. Option C, ambushing them, is also a bad idea because even if you win, you risk injury or noise. And you don't know anything about this person, so it's very unlikely that you're going to control the fight. Option D, threatening them out loud, is also a bad idea because aggressive posturing only works if you have leverage in the situation. Otherwise, you're escalating a situation where that person might feel cornered or it provokes violence. So you've successfully evaded this person and you're now 1 block away from the evacuation zone. A lone zombie is blocking the gate entrance. It's slow, but it's fully alert and squarely in your path. You have a crowbar, a flashlight, a water bottle, and a cracked riot shield that you found earlier. What do? Option A, use the riot shield to push it aside and run past. Option B, blind the zombie with a flashlight and strike it over the head with a crowbar. Option C, wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Or option D, throw your water bottle to the far side of the street and then rush through.
Blinded with a flashlight? Bro, what is this, a fucking CS lobby? Wait for another person to draw its attention and then move. Well, I don't know if anybody's going to do that. I'm going to go A.
So the correct answer here is option A, push through with the shield. So the reason this is the right answer is because bypassing is always smarter if you have the option, and here disabling the zombie is not necessary. A riot shield gives you both force and direction. Option B, fighting the zombie, again risks too much noise and injury, and you're this close to the destination. Combat is unnecessary here if you have the option to redirect and move on. For your best chance of survival, you should always avoid fights unless they're absolutely required. We've seen you the zombie guards earlier, and so now you're panicked looking
Sorry,
crowd.
I'm trying to get through this last question here. You arrived near the evacuation site, surrounded by high fencing with guards and fatigues.
Nearby. You accidentally drop your crowbar fencing, guards, and you can see a panicked looking crowd nearby. You accidentally dropped your crowbar during the encounter earlier, and so now you're unarmed. What's the most strategic way to approach? Option A, push through the crowd because urgency signals that you need help. Option B, wait nearby and watch how the guards treat incoming people. Option C, call out from a distance and raise your arms. Or option D, walk directly to the guards, show your hands, and stay silent.
D.
So the correct answer here is option B, observe before approaching.
Damn it! What, like they're just gonna shoot you right in the head and they see you got fucking cut?
So the reason this is the right answer is because evacuation zones are often unstable. You don't know if the guards are armed or overwhelmed. Option A, pushing in, could get you mistaken for a threat, and option C draws attention to you, again without you having further context. Option D, walking up silently, can also be seen as evasive or again potentially confrontational. The safest thing to do is still to watch protocol and then mimic it calmly. So that wraps up the last of the questions, and hopefully you made it. So count up how many of the answers you got correct.
How many did I get right, chat? I feel like I got like 15 right.
You should now have a score out of 28. So now I'll tell you what your score means and whether or not you would have survived the zombie apocalypse. So if you scored between 26 and 28, you would have survived. You're calm under pressure.
Oh, I'm fucking cooked. Maybe I got 17 to 21.
You're tactically sharp, you're rare, and you're adaptable. Most likely, you would have lasted months into this outbreak, maybe even years. And you're the kind of person that other survivors want to follow. If you scored between 22 and 25, then you most likely survived the initial outbreak and you navigated long-term danger pretty well. You made some mistakes here and there, but luckily it was nothing fatal. With a good group, you're likely to survive. If you scored between 17 and 21, you'd likely scrape through the first wave, but stumble very often. You probably wasted unnecessary energy and you took unnecessary shortcuts. Survival for you is possible, but you'd need luck and good alliances.
That's the gamblers section. All or nothing.
If you score between 12 and 16, your chances are unlikely. You're likely a liability to your group, you burn through supplies, you draw noise, and you probably also
A burden to the group. Okay.
yourself. Unfortunately for you, surviving past the first few weeks is unlikely. And finally, if you got 0 to 11, then you're a casualty on day 1. You probably wouldn't make it through 24 hours, maybe not even the first hour. Most likely, you'll be one of the first bitten and also first remembered in the what not to do in survival briefings. Thank you for watching this.
Remember, bro, they're gonna forget your ass if you die fucking day 1. All right, chat, it is time. The long-awaited Dorito review is here. This is what we're going to be doing, chat, okay? I searched the internet for a variety of Dorito bags, okay? I believe I have 38 different flavors of Doritos. Some regular ones you've heard of, Cool Ranch, regular nacho cheese, spicy nacho cheese, etc. Some discontinued flavors, which you shall see, and some foreign flavors as well. Some of the foreign flavors were actually fairly hard to obtain, but we did get a lot of Dorito flavors, and this is what we're going to do. I'm going to try each one, and I'm going to be saving them. Hold up. I bought a wad of chip clips for all of these Dorito bags so they don't go to waste. And might I say, I'm a big chip clip guy. I love chip clips. It's how you keep your chips fresh. If you don't use chip clips and you crumble them, you crumble your bag and then put it back in a shelf, that's why your tastes stale as after a day. Use a chip clip. Anyways, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be trying all the different types of Dorito flavors today that I have in store. We're going to be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10. And then we are going to re-review all of the other, we're going to re-review the bottom 3 and top 3 flavors to see which we think is the best and worst flavor. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to, at the end of the stream, crown the best Dorito flavor I've ever had and the worst Dorito flavor I have ever had, okay? We're not really going to be going through these in any particular order, but I feel like we should at least start with some of the OGs. Is that fair? I feel like we kind of need a baseline. Not that we're comparing all of these, but I gotta have some sort of base. The only two I think we need to do first are these. I think these are the most known bags of Doritos. Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch. Kind of the staples. This bag is very crumpled, but it's also like very deflated. I think some of the discontinued, this one's definitely fine, but some of the discontinued ones are expired, or maybe they're not discontinued, but I just bought an expired one, so we'll see how well those take. We'll, put that into consideration if they're a little stale, but let's get it going. Where'd you buy them? I had to go to a variety of websites. Some I obviously could just go to a store and buy, but a lot of them I had to order online, and I was paying some crazy prices for some of these. Like, an average bag of Doritos is, pretty cheap. Like fucking $5-6. But some of them were, like, fucking $25. And they came, like, wrapped in plastic and shit. Anyways, chat, feel free to toss up what you would rate these out of 10, by the way, if you've ever had them. We're going to be starting out with nacho cheese. What would y'all give this? I never really eat nacho cheese Doritos, because they're very basic Doritos. But, I think when you were a kid, you probably ate them a lot after a soccer game, during a baseball game. The little snack bags, which they've been doing with shrinkflation. If you've noticed, Doritos become a big fan. They do it less with the family bags, but if you ever get like a gas station bag of Doritos, do this to it and see how much of the bag's actually Doritos. It's like 1/3 of the bag. There's like, they keep it the same price, but they remove the product in it. So you have to buy 2 instead of 1 now. And there's only like 8 chips in there. But I probably shouldn't eat like 5 chips of each Dorito bag because we have many to eat. But I do love Doritos. Anyways, staple flavor, the OG nacho cheese. I enjoy it. I do love cheese-flavored things as well. I'm a big cheese guy. I love Goldfish, love Cheez-Its. We need to determine our scale here, okay? Could we go, I think we should do 5 as a true middle, okay? I don't want, like, 7 being the average because it's, like, good. I feel like 5 should be the true mid. Anything below 5 is either sub-average or bad. 5 is average, and 6 and above is good. I would rate those Doritos, because I think there's going to be a very large gap between these, right? There's going to be a lot of flavors that are 8s, 9s. There's going to be probably some flavors that are 2s, 3s. I think the cheese Dorito is a 6. I think it's not average in terms of snack chip level. It's slightly above average. I'm never going to choose it. The go-to for me is never going... I'll let you know when we get to my go-to. The go-to is never going to be the nacho cheese Dorito, but I'm never going to deny a nacho cheese Dorito. Now, we are on to Cool Ranch, which I would say is probably most people's... What is y'all's favorite Dorito? I think most people do love the blue bag. I think the blue bag is what people are usually rocking with. But there are a lot of new... I think Doritos coming out with more and more flavors. Like, ever since the barbecue Dorito came out, I feel like they've just kind of skyrocketed. And now when I'm at a gas station, I kind of see like 9 different bags of Doritos I've never tried before. That's why I'm kind of excited for this. I think Cool Ranch is usually like most people's favorite flavor when they're a kid. Or the purple bag. The sweet chili one. But this used to be my favorite when I was a child. I love the, I feel like I should show the chip. The green and the red flakes. The Cool Ranch Dorito always seasoned perfectly. Good flavor, a little tangy. Love it. Much better than the nacho cheese. Can I actually bump down the nacho cheese to a 5.5? And we're going to bump the Cool Ranch to a 7. Or we're going to rank the Cool Ranch a 7. Nacho cheese is going to be a 5.5. I'm going to separate them in groups to my left and right because I have to remember top 3, bottom 3 because we're going to have to revisit those. The rest are just going to get, you know, thrown into a fucking pile of Doritos. Next, we'll do this one. That's fine. I think we can kind of bounce around between regular flavors and weird flavors. This one's still a regular flavor, but then we'll get into some crazy shit. Flamin' Hot Nacho. I've actually never had this one. Have you guys had this one? These ones are gas. I do love hot chips. I'm a big fan of Takis. Ooh, they're very red. They're very red, like a dark, like an angry red. Not spicy. Spice, yeah. They're a little hot. Here's the thing. I'm getting some heat off of them, but they're very, it's not like a good heat. It kind of just tastes like a nacho cheese Dorito, and then my mouth is slightly burning. I'm not getting the spice flavor that I would want, similar to what I get out of a Taki. They're still very good. As good as the Cool Ranch? No. 6.5. Next. Not really excited for this one. We have many bags, by the way. Like, this is... We're not even breaching the surface. Why? Why? I kind of get a ketchup-flavored potato chip. And I've never had them. I've never had a ketchup-flavored potato chip. I've never had a ketchup-flavored chip. But I get it for a potato chip because it's like, oh, you put ketchup on your French fries. French fries are made of potatoes. You know, potato chips made of potatoes. This is tortillas. I'm never putting ketchup on a tortilla. This one expires in 5 days. I don't know. I don't like the idea of a dry ketchup seasoning. I feel like that's kind of gross. Like, it smells like an old diner, like, fucking Heinz ketchup that's just been sitting out for weeks, and they just refill the bottle. I'm gonna try and not be too judgmental, though. It's not bad. The chip also feels slightly airier for some reason. It's sweet. It's sweet, like very sweet. Not sweet like sugar, but like a natural sugar out of ketchup. They're definitely putting sugar in this shit, though. Yeah, the third ingredient's sugar, but it's still not much. I actually really like these. I would still never get these because I think there's much better flavors. I think I'm leaning more towards a higher rating because it was a surprise that it wasn't bad. Does that make sense? Like, I thought it would be a 3, and it kind of tasted like a 5, so I kind of want to give it like a 7, but I feel like it's a 5.5. I will rank it the same as the regular cheddars. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not good. See, like, I never even knew, what the fuck does it, they have like a whole, let me just say this. They have a whole late night brand. They have types of late night. Oh, we got to start with, no, okay. We're going to lean up to that one. That's a mystery flavor. That's going to be gross. Let's start with that, or with this. Late night loaded taco. The other one is cheeseburger. I feel like that's not going to be good. Late night loaded taco. Let me check. There's no beef. Good. Even if there is a little beef, it's one chip. I think I'll be fine. Oh my God. It smells just like 7-Eleven taquitos. Has anyone here, I'm pausing the fucking music. Has anybody here ever had a 7-Eleven taquito? Oh my God, like an artificial ass fucking beef smell. It smells so gross. And I would munch those down. Here's the chip. I actually didn't show the bag. They kind of look like regular, like, Cool Ranch, but just, like, a little darker, I guess, with the seasoning. They smell weird as fuck. No. No. It tastes like I'm eating just a straight up shredded bag of mixed cheese from like Walmart. I don't even want to eat another one. I don't think any of these are going to be like disgusting to the point where I gag, but late night loaded taco, it's getting a 4. Thus far, the worst bag we have had. Let's see if it immediately gets followed up by something that's potentially even more disgusting. Sizzling cheeseburger. I don't understand the late night brand though. Is it supposed to be something that you're craving late at night? Ooh, that is a shockingly yellow bag. Smells like nothing. Smells like actually nothing. Beef fat's the last ingredient. We'll eat 1 chip. Very cheesy looking. Nope. Wow. They really got the flavor perfect of a McDonald's cheeseburger that you threw in a blender with water and then dried it out and just fucking shaved it onto a hard tortilla. No, that is the flavor's not bad, but it does not work on a chip. It kind of tastes like a secret sauce that they would have at like a fucking Shake Shack or something like that. Like a mystery, like a weird chipotle mayo mixed with ranch and pickles. I'm gonna give that a fucking 3.5. I am not a fan of the late night sizzling cheeseburger. Next one, these ones are gonna be fucking lame. Simply Zesty Cool Ranch. This is the healthy alternative to regular Doritos. Now, I'm probably going to be biased going into this. I do love a Cool Ranch Dorito, but I feel like the Zesty Cool Ranch is going to be too ranch forward, and it looks like it looks very ranch forward. I think the Cool Ranch Dorito is very like spiced hang forward. I don't like ranch. It works on certain things, but I'm not a big fan of a Zesty Cool Ranch. It smells bad. Better than I thought it'd be. Better than I thought it'd be, but it's boring. Am I crazy in saying when I get a bag of Doritos, I want an experience? And this was good, not an experience. Sizzling cheeseburger, not good, but it's an experience. This is boring. It's not bad, though. 5. I think this is definitively rewarding, or it should be rewarded, it's mid. It's not bad. It's not great. Middle of the fucking road. Now, this one is one of the weird ones that came wrapped in a plastic bag. Why that is, I don't know. Maybe some sort, is this expired? It's expired. It expired a month ago. Do we think it's still safe to eat? Well, it's not expired. It says guaranteed fresh until date. I still think, like, dude, unless it's like 2 years old, I feel like we're still good to eat it. Jumpin' Jack cheese just kind of sounds like it's just like a pepper jack version of the nacho cheese. So maybe like a little spice on it. Let me get a real fucking chip. It's stale. Not very stale, but it's stale. Boring flavor. I'm not even really getting any cheese. It just kind of feels like I'm eating like a salty tortilla chip with like the texture of like shredded cheese. And it smells like plastic. I'm going to throw these out. Oh, wait, no, they might be... Nah, they're a 4. They're a 4, but they're not... I think they're a 4 because they're old. So I kind of want to give them a 5. Is that fair? Because I don't think... If this was a new bag of Doritos, I don't think I would be like, oh, this is one of the worst flavors. It's just not a fun flavor, and I think it's just like a little weak. Oh, wait, I don't know why I'm putting a chip clip on them. I'm not going to throw them out yet because they still could be... I'm giving them a 5, so they're in contention for the bottom, but I think they'll get passed. All right. I'm excited for these. Okay. These two I think will be good. Let's start out with possibly a chat/fan favorite. I think these are recepted in a very good or very bad way. Doritos Flamas. I feel like the Doritos Flamas are kind of like a... competitor to the Taki. Very similar seasoning, like covered in the red bit, or in the red seasoning. Very dark, Supposed to be like a lime chili flavor, which is what I think Takis kind of hold the market for. Red 40 died. Is this Red 40? Oh, yeah. Artificial color, Red 40. Oh, look at this one. Look at that one. Hold up. Look how fucking dark that chip is. Yeesh. Oh my god, an even darker one. I gotta stop eating these. These are good. Now, I think the chili lime chip is one of the most addicting because you're getting spice, you're getting salt, and you're getting sour at the same time. So you're getting tangy, salt, spicy, and it makes you want to just keep eating them. They are a little hotter than the other fucking extreme hot ones. I think maybe also because I just ate the fucking most seasoned ones. Still not to the point where they're overwhelming, but it's making my mouth water. I don't want to rate it too high because I think there's going to be better stuff. What are y'all giving these? What are y'all giving these? Palate cleanser? What was the highest thing I rated? I think I gave Cool Ranch a 7. I want to give these, I'm going to be reasonable. I'm going to give these an 8 point. I'm only going to go half ratings because we're going to revisit a lot of them. I don't want to go like 8.2. I'm going to give these an 8.5. I think these deserve an 8.5. I don't think they're much better than that because I think there are better chips and they do somewhat feel like a copy of the Takis vibe. So they'll be the best one thus far, but they're not, you know, they're not in the 9 rating. They would be an A tier chip, nowhere near S. Sweet tangy barbecue. Newer flavor from the Doritos brand. I enjoy these. I think that they are very hated. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like those suck. Now, let me defend these, okay? I think a lot of people hate on the Doritos barbecue because they assume that barbecue flavor should be solely given toward the potato chip category, right? Whenever you eat something barbecue flavored, it's probably going to be something that's more like potato-based, even if it's a mix, like a Chex Mix-esque thing. But I think the tortilla on the barbecue chip, or not the tortilla on the barbecue chip, the barbecue on the tortilla chip is surprisingly enjoyable. If you don't want something spicy and more simplistic. It's a very smoky barbecue. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say this is the best flavor I've ever had, because it's not. But I buy this flavor. None of the other flavors outside of maybe Flamas and Cool Ranch. I haven't bought those in years, though. This is probably one of the newer flavors. It's not the one that I said I was going to rave about when we reach it. But I do buy barbecue Doritos now and again. So, I got to give it a high rating. I will say, I don't want to rage people too much. So I will say, I don't think that they're as good as the Flamas. I think the Flamas are better. They're more enjoyable, and I would eat them more. But these get old after a little. And when I want something that's not spicy, these are really good. I'm going to give these an 8. They're not as good, but I do enjoy them. They're going to be in the top right now. I think that bumps Cool Ranch. Does that bump Cool Ranch or this one down? Which did I rank higher? I kind of want to keep Cool Ranch in there. I'm going to say Cool Ranch is better, so that's going to be top 3 right now. Barbecue, Cool Ranch, and Flamas. Bottom 2 are late night taco, late night cheeseburger. Rest are in the midst of the battle. I could put them in the background. It's just so I remember which is which. Top 3 those, bottom 3 those. Late nights are the shittiest flavors thus far. Should we try 4-in-1 real quick? I want to do something. We'll spice it up because I kind of have these in line in the order they got, you know, delivered or I bought them. So let me go grab some of the other ones that are farther away from me. Let's start with this one. I think mostly all of the Doritos flavors that I got that were foreign were from Taiwan. This is Doritos garlic prawn. So it's supposed to taste like a shrimpy-esque flavor. I got an unenjoyable smell out of tearing that bag right there. It wafted into my nose. Oh, they smell like shrimp. They really smell like shrimp. It smells like dead shrimp. Like I'm at a bait and tackle shop. Wow. I don't think I'm gonna like these. The second ingredient is literally shrimp extract, or fourth ingredient to give you some, you know, intake. Like it tastes like I'm eating shrimp. I don't know if I enjoy it or hate it. It's a very non-American flavor. It's a flavor that I would never taste here. How do you extract a shrimp? I don't know. They might juice it. What do I give that? The aftertaste is really bad. Like, the taste in my mouth right now, it feels like I'm the smell of shrimp. Like, I have nasty ass breath right now. But the initial taste is pretty good. I still have to say it's bottom 3. It's a 4 out. It's a 3.5 out of 10. The forefront flavor isn't bad, but the aftertaste is disgusting. I don't think any of them are going to be, like, vomit-worthy, but some of them are probably going to be pretty bad. And that's one of them. Another one that I'm definitely not going to like. But I want to go in with a regular mindset, so I'm going to stop being biased. I hate pickles. It's a very niche flavor. I think if you're a big fan of pickles, you would really like these. But the idea of a tangy pickle tortilla chip sounds and probably going to smell pretty bad. Yeah. They're also crunched the fuck up. They're all like segments of chips. Let me get like a full one. The smell's disgusting. The smell is reminding me of like the artificial pickle smell of the pickle soda that I drank. And that shit was actually just disgusting. No. Why is it so yellow? Dude, they probably just douse it in pickle juice. It's got, like, the vibe of salt and vinegar, but, like, without the salt. And that's why I hate it. Like, I'm just eating chips that are just covered in vinegar. And they're green. 3. That means that congratulations to Loaded Taco. You are off of the bottom 3. You're still a very shitty chip, but it's not as bad. Now we'll do another one that I think will be really good. Dinamita. I don't know how to say this. It's like the dynamite chip for. It's basically. Oh, it's got a hot meter too. That's interesting. Sorry for the burp. It's basically the equivalent. I feel like it's gonna be the equivalent of the other chip, the Flamas. But I think with a little more seasoning, a little more tang, and it's rolled instead of regular tortilla chips. Oh, yeah. This is the straight-up dupe of Takis. A lot thinner rolls than I would say Takis are. Am I wrong to say that? This looks like a very thin roll. And smaller chip. Now, I feel like you eat these. The ideal way to eat these is have 2 of them at a time, and you put them into each back of your molars, and you feel the tang shoot up your jaw, and it's like you're getting high. They're very good. They're also covering my fingers in the fucking Red 40. So because this has Red 40, are these not sold in other countries? For my 10 European chatters right now, are you not able to eat these or buy these? These are a solely US item. I kind of like them more than the Flamas. They're not nearly as spicy, but they are 10 times better. I also think the roll is so good for a chip. It's so much easier to eat, and I don't know, I think the crunch is more enjoyable. It's a harder chip. Now, I think I have to move Cool Ranch out of the contention, because I'm going to give this a 9. This is the best one thus far. Now, that's not... We're going to retry the top 3 and the bottom 3 to determine which is the best. But I have to have some sort of scaling on whether or not I think one's better or worse than the other. So even... there's probably going to be a moment where I, like, move one out of the top or bottom 3, even though my rating that I say is different. I'm going off of which chip do I like more or less. So top 3 right now. Barbecue, Dynamite, Flamas. Bottom 3, Shrimp, Prawn, Pickle, and Cheeseburger. Do another 4-in-1. Oh, fucking shit. Ooh, wait. No, this actually sounds good. It's a lightning bolt. It's a lightning bolt shaped Dorito. And I was just reading this, and I thought it was shrimp. But it's American hot wings flavored. So I think they're going to be like a buffalo chip. Ooh, there's a, okay, well, look in the bag. I have to point out something that is quite disturbing. That chip is a much different color than all of the other ones. Is that burnt? I don't know. Let's give it a try, though. They're not really shaped like lightning bolts, as I thought they would be. It tastes so familiar, but I can't put my fucking finger on it. It's not spicy at all, and it doesn't taste like hot wings. So, Dorito, you really fucking missed on that one. It's not a bad flavor, though. Should title this shit some other fucking flavor. Describe it. What's like a childhood chip that you would eat? It kind of tastes like some sort of goldfish flavors. You know what it tastes like? Oh my god. Oh my god. It tastes like chili cheese Fritos. But weird. I don't know. Do I like them or hate them? They're not bad, but I'm not really that big of a fan of the chili cheese Fritos. I hate how they're marketed as American hot wings. Because if I tried this, I would have probably said they taste like fucking Fritos. Nothing about this tastes like an American hot wing. And I'm assuming an American hot wing is supposed to be like buffalo or just that hot sauce. It's not hot at all. Do you think it's because they don't like spice as much? There's no way. I feel like they're eating spicy-ass food in Taiwan. These fucking suck for what they're marketed as, but they don't taste bad. I'm going to give them a fucking 6. They're not bad. They're definitely not, like, even close to top 3. All right, now we got to get into some of the weird shit, too. We got all of the Dorito flavors, so we had to get all the ones that I could find, so I had to get these, too. I've never had these. I don't really like when companies kind of delve into the other snack size stuff where it's like now it's like a fucking Pringles can, but it's Doritos minis. And I'm assuming you kind of like portion them out onto your hand like this and just... They're better than the regular tangy ones. They're a lot stronger fucking barbecue taste. I'm just going to flip it because I don't want to have 2 barbecues in there. Those suck. I don't think they suck. I think it's a weird experience to eat Doritos out of a fucking, like, Pringles can, too, but it's basically the same thing as the regular barbecue. It's just more barbecue forward, and I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just going to bump them up. I'm not even going to give that a score. Next, I know this is fucking... I see this one all over stores now, and I know people are going to get mad if I don't like it, but I've never had it, so I can't make any promises. Blazing Buffalo Ranch. I don't know if it's all over stores because it's popular or because it's new, but I feel like I've seen this flavor like on the ends of the aisles at a lot of places. It smells okay. I'm just not really a fan of like, I think Doritos does a lot of ranch, like duplicates or spin-offs because Cool Ranch was so, popular, and I think ranch as a flavor does really well for them. But I would rather just have like a Blazing Buffalo than a Blazing Buffalo Ranch. It's so ranch forward and not the cool kind. I just think the ranch flavor itself is just so off-putting that regardless of how good the Buffalo is, it's still ass. It's not bottom 3 ass. I would still eat these, but I would never order them. And if there was any other Dorito out there outside of the bottom 3, I'd probably fucking choose it. I'm going to give these a fucking 5. I'm going to give them a 4.5. They're below average. I would say average is like nacho cheese, and I would rather have a nacho cheese Dorito than those. Okay. Now, we're going to possibly the strongest contender of this list. Used to be my favorite Dorito, my go-to Dorito, the purple Dorito, the spicy sweet chili. This is the one that most people I've met say is their favorite Dorito. It's also, fun fact, one of the only Doritos without milk. I know that because Brooke can eat these. One of the only Doritos without milk ingredients. So if you are lactose intolerant, you could actually eat the spicy sweet chili Dorito. Let's give it a try. I already know what they taste like, but let's remind ourselves. Ooh, this is like a thick, puffy one, too. Huh. Bringing me back. Oh, same vibe as the Dinamati ones, or Dinamita, where it's like, you know, you keep wanting to eat them because there is that spice and tang, but they're like, they feel a lot less season heavy. And so I feel like you eat a lot more of them to maintain that flavor in your mouth. Part of me, the only complaint I would have is I wish there was actually more seasoning. I feel like there's not enough. But so fucking good. And this bag, for some reason, is like the most full bag that I've gotten. It's basically the entire bag is full of chips. What did I rate the Takis dupes? A 9. I kind of want to remove Flamas. I want to keep the tangy barbecue because I think the minis are actually better than the regular tangy barbecue. I don't remember what I rated tangy barbecue. I think an 8. I would kind of give these like an 8.5, 9. I kind of want to give this a 9 as well. I'm going to put these on the same level as the Dinamati one, or Dinamata one. So Flamas is no longer top 3. Sorry to say. F in the chat. Now these, I remember getting this bag and thinking it looked really good. Like really good. I don't know if it has beef, but oh my god. I'm just going off looks. I'm expecting this to be one of the best flavors I've ever had. Flaming hot Korean style barbecue. I mean, look at the chip. Look at the beef they got going on at the bottom there. Limited time only. So this is a, I don't know if it's in existence anymore, but it's not expired. It expires in like 2-ish weeks. We're still good to eat them. But I don't know if these are still in existence, I guess. Ooh, they smell fucking spicy. The regular Doritos red. Nothing really special outside of that. Kind of looks like the regular spicy nacho chip. Smells way different, though. Wow. Not really spicy at all. I feel the spice. I taste the spice. I don't feel it. The forefront flavor is a Korean barbecue sauce. These are fucking amazing. Oh my god. Wow. I mean, maybe it's the shock value of it being my first time having these because I've had all the ones in the top right now. But these are fucking good. I gotta knock out barbecue. Because it's the same thing. This is why... Okay, this is my thought process here. I just fucking spit all over my mic. This is my thought process here. I don't want to have too many, because we're going to have to go back and try the top 3. And I don't want to have them all be ranch... I don't like ranch, but for example, ranch-flavored things, or this and that. This is a barbecue, also a flaming hot, and all the ones that we have at the top right now are spicy. I'm also feeling the spice a little bit more now. I'm not going to lie, in the back of my throat. It was a very late kick there on the fucking Korean style. I have to kick that out. I'm gonna rank these right now a 9.5. That I almost have no complaints. The only thing I would say is maybe make it feels like sometimes when you eat a Dorito, it like the seasoning's there, but it feels like it's in the back of your mind. Like I want to taste that shit the second it touches my tongue. I feel like I wasn't getting that. Oh, I'll save this one. The one that I just took out of this bag was the tried and true that I've been rocking recently. Oh, we actually haven't tried these. I thought we did. I think we tried the extreme spicy or the flaming nacho. Regular spicy nacho. There was like a 3-week period or a 3-month period when I was a kid that I fucking loved these. Not anymore, but I still think they're very interesting. Look at the seasoning on that chip. This looks like the most seasoned chip that we might have gotten yet. It's not that I don't like it. It's more that, like, now that I've had all their other flavors, you return to nacho, and you realize how boring of a flavor it is. Like, the seasoning coats your tongue. The texture's different than a lot of the other ones, but it's just not good. It's not that it's not good. It's that it's not nearly as good as the other ones. Like, I want to say this is lackluster, but it's a 6. Like, it's above an average chip. But it's still not even close to something that I'd be like, wow, I love this. So that's what it's getting. There's so many fucking flaming hot ones. Flaming hot limon. Flavored with other natural flavors. Limon. So it's not chili. It's just like a lime-based hot flavor. These are very red. Doritos as a company loves Red 40. And I'm fucking here for it. Look at this. Look at this duo. Very limey. I gotta do this. Hold up. I gotta compare. I think those might be better. I think those might be better than these. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. The crunch on these is better, but the taste of these are better. I feel like I gotta go with taste over texture. I think we have to. Oh, do I still have the regular ass? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Spicy sweet chili's going. Never mind. Now we all have fucking flaming hot chips as the top 3. I have Korean barbecue flaming hot. I have the fucking limon flaming hot. And the fucking Dinamata. They're fucking good. They're the best chips. It's starting to turn into a spicy challenge. My fucking mouth's on fire. Dinamita flaming extra flaming hot. So it's even fucking spicier. They just look like the same shit though. Even more red 40. So I gotta fucking show it. There we go. No. These are ass. These are really bad. Oh my god. There's no flavor whatsoever. It's just straight spicy. I'm so serious. It tastes like I'm eating just like a regular ass cooked tortilla chip, unseasoned, no salt. Maybe it's just straight up red 40. It's spicy. Like I feel the spice, but there's no taste. It is extra hot. Like it's my mouth's fucking burning. These are whack. I don't think I can put them in the bottom because I would rather have something that tastes like nothing and makes my mouth on fire than a fucking cheeseburger Dorito. But I'm going to give these like a fucking 4. Those are ass. All right, let's get these out of the way. We got another fucking tube. Doritos Minis. Cool Ranch, though. I think they'll be good, but I don't think they're even gonna... I don't think they're even gonna come close to top 3. I think the Minis in general are better versions of the regular chips, because when they're held in the tube, they don't break up. So they're always these mini triangles. And it just feels like the seasoning covers them more. Like the seasoning's around the entire tube. Better than the bag. I'll give them an 8. They're good. Cool Ranch. I like it, but not close to the top. Now these, correct me if I'm wrong. It says hot spicy flavor. I'm assuming this is the Taiwan version of the spicy sweet chili. Oh, yay, garlic prawns again. Ooh. Ooh, garlic prawns. Ooh, raw fish flavor. No. I've also noticed they don't, all the foreign ones, they're a lot thinner of a chip, and they're just straight up like corn tortilla yellow. Because they can't throw red 40 in here. I gotta say, they're not as good, but they fucking taste healthier. Isn't that fucked? That in the U.S., it's like, the U.S. Doritos taste better. These, I feel like I could eat 1,000 of them, and I would feel fine. 4.7 grams of saturated fat per bag. A regular one has 1 gram per serving. Are they more unhealthy? How? I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give them like a fucking 5. They're not bad, but they're just like, it feels like they're missing the flavor. I think that's because I already have a preconceived notion of what like spicy sweet chili should taste like. And so when I had that, I was like, this just tastes like that, but off. This one I think is a U.S. flavor. It's expired. It expired 3 weeks ago. Salsa Verde. Is this a U.S. flavor? I think it is. I think this is an American flavor that people eat. I've never had it, though. Salsa Verde just means green salsa, right? Like a green tomato, so it's supposed to just taste like salsa. It's just a very regular-looking chip. I'm almost hitting a wall here. I love this review much more than the Pop-Tart one. That one, when I was like 10 Pop-Tarts in, I started feeling sluggish, and I was going... I started mouth breathing. This one, maybe 25 bag. I'm almost 30 bags in. I'm starting to feel a little whack, but not nearly as much. Salsa Verde. It's a good flavor. Do you guys like, it's if you like Salsa Verde. It tastes like I'm eating a quesadilla. Literally like I'm eating a quesadilla. Which I kind of like. I think it does what the taco flavor wanted to do, but better. Still not top 3. I'll give it a 7.5, though. It's a good flavor. Now, we're going to rip a flavor. We're going to rip the flavor that I've said I've been hyping up. This is the one that I've been buying recently. Out of curiosity, I had to try it. Golden Sriracha. I love Sriracha in general. And when I saw this, I went, oh, these look fucking good. They just look like unseasoned Doritos, but they're not really that spicy. They just got that tang to them, dude. That shit that makes you go, woo! Woo! I could eat the whole bag of these. I mean, you just keep going back to them. It's like, what's so good about them, too, it's like a delayed flavor. Like, all the other ones, second it hits my tongue, I'm like, okay, I tasted a little bit in the back of my mouth. This one, first 2 chews, you get nothing, and then it just explodes in your mouth. Pause. I gotta remove one of these 3 from top 3. I'm keeping Korean barbecue. I know that one's better. Fuck, man. Chili lemon. This is what we were at before. I think I'm gonna go with texture over flavor. I'm gonna keep the chili lemon. I'm gonna get rid of the flamin' hot limon. I think that one's not as good. I'm gonna give this a 9.5 as well. I love that flavor. And they feel a lot airier than all the other Doritos, and I like that as well. Now we got the only other healthy alternative. Simply white cheddar nacho. Seems like some bullshit you'd see in a Cheez-It, but now we're seeing it in a Dorito. White cheddar? Ugh. Not a fan of white cheddar, I'm not gonna lie. Bro, white cheddar really feels like that fake-ass cheese. It feels like that fake-ass cheese. Like some shit I'd get at a movie theater. It's not bad, but it's like, dude, it's a 4. It's a 4. It's not good. It's tough. White cheddar popcorn, that is the only thing that I will eat. That smart food white cheddar popcorn, that's good. I will agree with you on that. I think the only white cheddar flavor that does it well is the smart food white cheddar. Because it's like the texture mixed with it fits perfect. Like they match each other. On a hard tortilla, that white cheddar taste just feels fucking weird. I don't like it. All right, we'll do another fucking foreign flavor. This one, I know this is a foreign flavor because I feel it in the texture of the bag, but it's fully in English. It's fully in English, but you could read the, what is this? Is this not, what country is this from? What country is this from, chat? It's in English. Maybe the UK, but the bag's thick. Like, that's the difference, is I have to tear, when it has the tear bit on the top, I know it's not a US flavor. Not the UK. I don't know what the fuck it is then. I don't know where this is from, but here's a fucking, it's their version of the hot. You could tell it's not as dark of a red, maybe because they don't use red 40. Huh. I mean, talk about a fucking disgrace to the fucking Dinamita. This shit's ass. Rolled to explode with flavor. Yeah, okay. Maybe once your country unlocks red 40 and cancerous food items, then you'll be able to unlock flavor. That shit was terrible. And, oh no. I ordered the same fucking bag. I'm actually not upset about that. While I knew there was going to be one duplicate that I bought, and it's this one. But this is a good flavor, so I don't care. Next. Yeah, at least it's a good one. That's facts. So if I got a fucking cheeseburger duplicate, double late night cheeseburger, twisted queso. I'm not a fan of liquid cheese. It's not even the flavor. It's just the idea of a cheese being liquid at room temperature is a little fucking freaky to me. Twisted queso. It's expired. I was going to say, it tastes a little stale. It's not bad. It just kind of tastes like the white cheddar. It tastes like the non-simply organic white cheddar Dorito. It's like a bad version of the nacho cheese. And the nacho cheese itself isn't really that good. It has a little bit more spice, so I think that brings it up a little bit more. Because it is like queso, and it's showing like the little like pepper flakes that it's putting in and everything. I'll give it a 5. All right. The last... Not the last one. The last foreign one that we have. Flavor shots. It looks... I can't really read it. I can't really read this, obviously, because I don't speak this language. But it seems like it is chicken wing flavored. I don't know what flavor shots means, but it comes in this fucking bag. Oh, it's just their version of the mini Dorito, but we don't know what flavor it is. So we're just going to do a whole fucking handful and find out. Grilled chicken. Yes. Okay. You've done it right. You've done it well. Bring these to the fucking United States. My God. My God. Get that fucking American hot wing shit the fuck out of here. Do the grilled chicken flavor. Oh, I mean, the seasoning is amazing. Wow, they use aspartame to fucking sweeten this. I've never seen that in a Dorito before. That must be foreign shit. They have aspartame as the sweetener. It's good. Cardamom, maltodextrin. Wait, first ingredient, potatoes. These aren't tortillas. There's no corn. These are potato Doritos, but I love them. And I love them so much that I'm knocking out the Dinamita. I'm sorry. The foreign Taiwan grilled chicken Doritos are fucking fire. We have 2 more, and then we have our bottom 3, top 3. I'm surprised we found our bottom 3 that fast. Here we are, chat. Second to last flavor that we have yet to try. Flaming Hot Cool Ranch. Bad idea. I could already tell you, let's speed run this flavor. I'm going to guess it's going to be a 4. No. It's the Cool Ranch vibe doesn't work with hot. It's like, I understand ranch. People dip, like, hot wings in ranch a lot. But when I'm eating a chip, I either want something that's spicy or, like, ranchy, right? Why would I want to eat something spicy that also has the flavor of ranch? I don't get it. It's not bad. It's not good. 6. Last one. Dinamita, again. Flaming Hot Queso. Bland. Same as the extra hot. Bland. When you don't have the lemon, lime, chili, you just have flaming hot cheese and it's in that rolled shape, it tastes like nothing. It tastes like corn. It tastes like I'm eating rolled fucking baked corn 2. Not a 2. Because that would make it bottom. I'm being aggressive here. It's not as bad as sizzling cheeseburger. Okay? 4. I don't want to bump sizzling cheeseburger out of the race for the worst. Okay. Now, let's crown our worst first. So we have to retry. Oh, God. Okay. Bottom 3, we have... Oh, God, I smell the fucking shrimp one, and it's between my fucking legs. Yuck. Bottom 3, in no particular order. Sizzling cheeseburger, tangy pickle, and shrimp. Or garlic prawn. Prawns are, I believe, different. Let's do the shrimp one last. Because I think the shrimp flavor is going to be overwhelming. Sizzling cheeseburger. It is the most off-putting flavor. Okay? When I put sizzling cheeseburger in my mouth, I go, whoa. And not in a good way. It's gross. I thought prawns were closer to crayfish. I have no fucking idea. Next, we're going to compare and knock out which one's worse. Okay? Or which one's better we're going to remove. Tangy pickle. I just fucking hate pickles, man. It's still better, though. Sizzling cheeseburger is bottom 2. Okay. The final 2. Sizzling cheeseburger and garlic prawn. The foreign Taiwan flavored Dorito. Not Taiwan flavored. Taiwan Dorito. It smells so fucking bad. It's bringing me back to when I would go to a bait and tackle shop and pick up a bunch of fucking shrimp so I could go catch fish. I'd still rather eat these. The smell's disgusting and the aftertaste is bad, but the forward garlic prawn taste isn't bad. These are a 3. These are a 2. Congratulations. Claps in the chat. Sizzling cheeseburger is the worst flavor that Doritos has ever made that I've tried. Obviously, they probably have discontinued flavors, but this shit's disgusting. Now, the top 3. We have the tried and the true golden sriracha. The one that I've been eating for the last few months. Then we have the fucking Heartbreaker. The one that we thought wouldn't make it that far. Actually, that's not true. I said I had high hopes for this. That's an actual lie. The one, the opposite of an underdog, updog. Flaming hot, Korean-styled barbecue. And this is the dark horse. The Dorito Minis. Flavor shot. Grilled chicken flavored Dorito. Let us first compare the two American flavors. Korean-styled barbecue. Okay. And golden sriracha. I love that we just did a side-by-side. No doubt in my mind. Get this shit the fuck out of here. That's an 8. This is a 10. The Korean-style barbecue, you fought your hard way through this battle. You are top 3. You've gotten 3rd place, but you're the 2nd loser. Now, we have to compare golden sriracha to the Dark Horse grilled chicken flavored Dorito. There's less flavor in the grilled chicken Dorito, but the more I chew them, by the way, I can taste the fact that they're like potato forward. I think these are actually worse. I think grilled barbecue. I think these are going to get 3rd. That's what I'm going to do. We have it. In 3rd place, Flavor Shots, Taiwan grilled chicken flavored Dorito. In 2nd place, Flamin' Hot Korean-styled barbecue. And the winner, some bias involved, the best Dorito I have ever had. Golden sriracha, tangy sweet, and hell is the bag fucking sexy. Golden. Catches your eye, makes you want to buy it, and it never wants you to leave. Golden sriracha, thank you. An honorable mention, Dinamita. Chili limon. You tried your hardest. You fought your way. You didn't make it to the podium, but you did a hell of a good fucking job. Okay? Love it. Well, that was fun. I kind of feel like I'm sweating from the inside of my body out. This fucking feels horrible. I hit a wall near the end there, but I pulled through. Oh. Hello, everybody flooding in. How's everybody doing on this fantastic Friday, everybody? As you can see, we are doing an IRL collab. I am with Zeusy in real life. Oh my god.
I don't have an intro.
What a yeah, you just pull up to chat.
I just be like, yo, what's going on, guys? How you guys doing?
I don't even know when I started doing mine. I've just always done it now. We're going to be doing the Dave's Hot Chicken Challenge. As you can see, we have a lot of what are they? Things and chicken in front of us. We have a lot of chicken in front of us from a fast food place called Dave's Hot Chicken, which is very known for having
hot chicken.
It's in the name. Their hottest chicken is what? Is it Carolina Reaper or Ghost Pepper?
I have no idea. I mean, it's
somebody
called,
Google that. Somebody Google
Reaper?
that. Let us know. It might be Reaper.
I think it's literally called Reaper.
Oh yeah, no, it said it on the. Well, I removed it, but it said it on the.
It's
tag.
literally called Reaper.
All right, yeah, they have different spice levels. They're known for very spicy chicken. We have their 7 different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we have 2 of each.
We have,
so
we have 2 of the Reapers.
We have 7 spice levels going from no spice, light, mild, medium, hot, extra hot, and then Reaper. We're going to be eating all of them today and seeing how spicy they are. We're going to rate them on a 1 to 10 scale on taste, as well as a 1 to 10 scale on spice. Yeah, we got 1 tender of each that we're just going to, split until we go to the Reaper, and then we'll have our own. But
we're going to eat it like, what's that movie with the dogs, with the spaghetti?
Lady and the Tramp.
We're going to eat like Lady and the Tramp. We're going to have like,
First one.
No spice.
No spice. Does anyone actually order this at a...
You guys go to a hot chicken spot and get no spice?
No
You're
spice.
a loser, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Unless it's like for health reasons.
Do you want me to rip it with my hand?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh,
Damn,
wow. That literally, that crumbled off.
That's dry.
Nah, I don't even think that was dry. I feel like that was juicy. It came off immediately. That was like...
How we microwaved these, by the way. They were in the fridge.
We had to
for like
microwave them.
3 hours.
Yeah. It was a whole... Bro, but you're acting like you got them like a day ago.
Yeah, it's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, it's been like 3 hours. It's not bad, though. Are we gonna...
Should we cheers,
Dink
everyone?
it?
Well, never mind.
What?
Fill drinks.
What? This shit's
Mid.
It's just like, yeah, I don't want to say it's like grocery store fried chicken.
It is.
It's grocery store because there's no sauce. It's just like base seasoning. I don't know. I actually don't get somebody.
like a
I don't
3.
understand a 3.
It's like a 3. It's like a 4.
So a 3, bro. What's a 5 for you?
It tastes like no. It literally tastes like nothing. It's like just it's nothing.
I don't know. It's still pretty good chicken to me, but it's not. We should have had parameters on what's a 1. Tastes like shit.
1 is like literal dookie. Like.
And then 5 would be middle of the road. 10 is the best chicken you've ever had. So you're giving this a 3.
I'm gonna 4.
I'll give it a 5.5. It's a 0 on the spice scale though. I don't even taste
completely.
like.
There's no spice on it.
Next.
Are your brothers? Yeah, we're brothers. Yeah,
This
we're brothers.
automatically we're twins. Okay, what's crazy is how fast this already looks spicy.
It's red as fuck already.
I doubt it's gonna be that hot, but this is light mild, so they're second of 7 spice levels. Probably,
We're scared that we might have fucked up. Oh, let's hope we didn't.
Yeah, we did come into a problem here when Zusi got the chicken. They had stickers, right? As you can see, I wrote like what it is on each, but that's what we think they are because when they showed up, a lot of them had stickers that had fallen off. So we were kind of gauging what one we thought they were based on how black the chicken is. Because the darker it is, we're presuming the spicier it is. So if we go, this is mild, and then eat it and start dying,
Chad, we
just
start
know
dying.
that we fucked it up. Light mild. Cheers it. Immediately better.
All right, way better.
That's like gonna touch
That's way
my tongue.
better.
It's immediately better.
Way better, bro.
I'm not even really getting that much. Maybe a little bit of spice.
Very, very
like
light.
paprika.
Yeah.
You eat Dave's hot chicken a lot. This is my second time ever having it.
Probably had it like 6 times in my life. 7
You
times.
talk about it all the time then.
Because it's like it's like a cheap meal. You know what I'm saying? But like 7 times maybe.
This shit's good as fuck. I'm gonna enjoy it up to like here.
Yeah. Up
And then it's gonna be like I'm not having a fun time. On a taste scale,
That was
I mean,
good.
it could be a little, like, the spice was like a 3. Not even a 2.
It was like a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2. Like, just literally, I taste spice, but
It's like a 6.5. Taste wise, 7, maybe 7. It
I
was
would go
good.
7.5.
It was good.
Eat the worst one. Are you paying attention to what we're doing here,
I don't
man?
think
We're
so,
going to
buddy.
be going down a line, increasing in spice scale.
Who the hell is Klaus?
Oh, Klaus?
Who the hell is Klaus?
I'm not doing Klaus. Okay, refund it. I'll do it for a little. You gotta give me a sentence to say.
My name is Joe, and
I'm not drinking the milk because it's spicy. I just am thirsty.
I'm drinking milk.
I'm telling you,
This
it's
guy's
not,
taking a
it's
sip
not-
of milk. Taking a sip of milk.
You gotta give me a sentence to say though,
My name is Joe, and I'm in the hills.
bro. I'm not.
Chad, he lives in the hills, bro. It's crazy. I had to drive through so many hills to get here.
Chad, give me a sentence to say. I'm not saying I've been in the hills in a Klaus voice.
It's crazy, bro.
I've been in the hills. They're all gonna say it.
Yes, come on, guys. Yeah.
I've been in the hills. My name is Klaus. People think my name is Joe. No, that's really bad, bro. I can't do it. I'm embarrassed. Next
What it
one.
is, man.
What is this? It's not medium.
That's mild.
Mild. This
Mild.
is just mild.
Yeah, should I be scared?
Why?
Or like this? Like should we genuinely be scared of the Reaper?
I'm just not gonna think about it until I'm dealing with the pain.
This one's like less spicy than the last one.
I think we may have messed it up.
Nah, it's okay. It never happened. Yeah, this is definitely less spicy than the last one.
No, I feel it's not as hot. No, I feel it.
I barely feel it, bro.
It hurts your ass. I had to go to urgent care.
I'm not a loser, buddy.
Yeah, well, I'm not a.
I'm not scared
so-
of fucking spice. Like what?
Okay, comparable to any other fast food chicken place, that's 10. Like name, I don't know. Chick-fil-A doesn't have better chicken than
Raising
that.
Cane's is really good.
I've never had Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's is fire, bro. Chad, you fuck with Raising Cane's?
I don't know. Like spice level, that was still like maybe a 2.5. Maybe a 2.5. I would
it's like a
say
2.
though
Zaxby's.
that tastes probably like I'm giving it a 7.5 because I know I'm gonna like the other ones more.
You don't want to go too high.
Yeah, because then I don't want to do a Foodie Boys thing and have to revert my score and like go back and be like, well, this is actually not as good as the Burger King sandwich. Do you know that clip?
I don't, but I know I can understand the context.
Buddy doesn't watch the Foodie Boys podcast.
I don't know who.
Okay.
I never even heard of the Foodie Boys.
This already looks spicier. This is medium. This is what I got the one time I've had Dave's Hot Chicken. Medium, because I like getting hot, but I hit the spice scale at chicken places because you never know.
You don't know the base.
You
the
don't
base.
know. I don't know what they think
You
is
don't know the-
hot.
you don't know
Like,
the base.
have you ever been to like a wing? You've gotten like hot wings, and they're like, dude, these aren't even mild. And then there's ones where you've gotten hot wings, and you're like sweating.
Bro, mango habanero from Wingstop had me sweating my ass off
I hate
before.
Wingstop.
That
bro.
should have me sweating, bro.
Wingstop, dude, they be killing baby chickens to fucking give you those wings.
I feel the spice. I can feel the spice. I feel it. It's here. So I'm not a bitch, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's delayed. Like, while I'm chewing it, I don't taste I'm not, like, noticing the spice.
I don't notice it either, bro. It's fine.
There's no way that's spicy.
It's not spicy,
Yeah.
but I can feel it. I'm thinking about
You're getting nervous now?
Chat, I feel how spicy this is. Oh my god, I hate Nolan. Nolan, stop gifting me subs, bro. God, I hate Nolan. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop, bro. Nah, I love you, Nolan. Thank you for the 5 gifts. You're beautiful.
It's not spicy. It's making me nervous for what's to come because I feel it on my tongue a lot now. My face is getting a little warm.
Exactly. Like, I'm not. This isn't spicy.
I'm not. It was no. No, it's not spicy in the amount that I ate it, but if I had like 3 of those and I just kept eating it, it would get hot.
Oh my god.
That's hot. No, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a little spicy.
Chat, this is gonna be bad, bro.
I think you're gonna handle it way better than me. I'm not drinking
I'm
milk.
nervous, bro. Like, this was fine.
Yeah,
I'm cool,
no, it's
you know what I'm saying?
it's an enjoyable level of spice.
But there's still 3 more levels after this.
And they're gonna scale
And they're just
drastically.
gonna get hotter.
Spice level, I would give that if one chip challenge is a 10, I would give that a 5.5.
Yeah, for sure. I can agree. I can agree with that. Great
Yeah,
take.
it's like about to relate it. It's about as spicy as I would say hot wings are at Buffalo Wild Wings. They're not that spicy, but it's like, you know, if you keep eating them, it scales. Taste, I think I like that one the best. I would give
that
that
was
like,
really
an,
good. That was really
like
good.
an 8, 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5.
I would say 8. I'm definitely gonna say 8. Yo,
You
juicy.
normally get hot.
I get this one.
Yeah, when we talked about this,
I get
he
that one,
said
chat. That's
he
one
said
that I
he
get.
accidentally got extra hot one time.
I got this one time, chat, and I was dying. And
This was a
it
fat ass
bad.
chicken. I've never
Fat
had.
hot.
This is you've still had this.
Yeah,
up to extra
this is
hot.
bearable.
I have never
This
had
is
this.
very bearable. Very bearable. Not easily the best tested one so far. 8.5. I feel
You're
the
making
spice.
me nervous.
I feel the spice, but it's not death spice. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that shit's spicy, bro. I can see my face getting redder. Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, I can see my I can see my face getting red too, dude.
That you no sweat. You're fine off that.
No,
I feel like
it.
he's
No,
trying
no.
to act
No,
nonchalant.
no. I feel it. I
He's
feel
trying
it.
to act nonchalant.
No, I
so
feel it. I feel it.
We gonna eat the Reaper. He's gonna be like, yeah, bro. He's gonna be crying.
I feel it, bro. No, I definitely
yeah, bro,
feel it.
I'm fine. Just passes out.
I'm
Just
good,
fucking.
bro. No, this one's gonna be bad. Oh no, I feel it. Chad, Joe, you're gonna die.
Should I take another bite of this one? Yeah. No, I'm gonna be tweaking on that one. How much hotter do you think extra hot is from that?
I think it's a step. I think it's like 2 steps up.
Like
no, you're
twice as hot.
No, you're about to die from this one. You're probably gonna have to drink milk in between. You're definitely gonna.
I'm not gonna lie. That's it's getting to me a little bit.
Bro, that hot was like the same of the extra hot that I accidentally got. That was like hotter than the one that I went to.
Dude, I'm like manually breathing right
You
now.
might have to, I'm gonna be honest, you might have to drink milk in between these 2. I might have to take a mouthful of it too.
Fuck.
Oh, pickles.
My face is getting warm. Oh fuck no, dude.
That's dark as fuck.
It's literally like red. I smell it too.
Yeah, we might have to like kiss to like maybe like fix the heat. Like
That ain't gonna help.
You know, that's not gonna help.
I'm like struggling a little bit. I'm not
too.
even gonna lie.
No,
I'm
me
trying
too.
I'm trying to like keep my composure. Did we rate hot?
We didn't. It's like all right. It tasted really good.
I would say it was still like an 8, 8
It
and a half
tasted
for
really
me.
good. It's
It
like
was the same as
I'd give
medium.
it. I give it like 8.5. 8. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. And
What on
then
spice?
Spice like a 8 as well.
An 8?
7.5. 7.5.
I feel like I can't give it an 8 knowing what's to come.
7.5. This is gonna be 10.
Because then I have to break the
This
scale.
is a 10. There's no option. This is a 10.
I would give that an 8 on spice. That was hot. Maybe a 7.5.
I give it 7.5. I'm not drinking the milk, chat.
Like it.
I'm locked in. Yeah, we're eating a lot of red 40. A lot of red 40 here, dude. Bro gave me the one with more seasoning on it, bro. Fuck. Lock in. Don't even think about it. Just eat it, bro.
Extra hot.
Oh, this is fine.
I feel like that one meme where the guy's like it's like the Vietnam War and he's just like,
Yo, do we mix up the hot and extra hot?
I can't tell because it hasn't hit me yet.
Chat, we might have just ate the extra hot thinking it was hot.
That's hot as what the hell are you talking about? We mixed it up.
I don't know, bro.
Oh my god. No, dude, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous for the Reaper, bro.
Oh! Yeah, it's starting to hit me now.
It's hot, dude. It's like a pain. It's not even like spicy. Oh my god.
Ooh, the tip of my tongue.
I'm doing the milk. I'm
Chat,
caving.
am I locked in?
No, that's a 9.
Easily.
That's a 9.
Easily.
Oh my god, that's spicier than the hot ramen I did. Oh my god. Fuck no, dude. That's gonna suck. Oh, I don't want to do that.
No, but
I forgot. I haven't eaten the one. You said you ate the one chip, right?
Yeah, in like 2022.
And the difference between the one chip and things that are that hot, the thing that's different is it scales. Like if you eat habanero and below, you eat it and it's just instantly spikes to what level it's at. Like I thought I was fine. You just said I'm sweating.
Yo, he's literally sweating.
Like I might go. I'm not even lying. I might go dead quiet when we eat that. like you might talk to me and like it's gonna be like Charlie Brown, wah 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 wah. Like I might be in survival mode, bro.
I'm only taking one bite of this, by the way.
You take one bite.
In
You
my
gotta do a
brain,
big bite.
Earlier, I was like, yo, I'm probably gonna try to eat the whole thing, chat. I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna try to eat the whole
No,
thing.
you eat that whole thing, bro.
Okay, yeah,
No,
okay.
you don't eat that
Yeah, I eat the whole thing, chat. I lock it, eat the whole thing.
How big of a bite?
This, right?
Well, why don't touch it? Don't
the
touch
tip,
it.
like the
You gotta
tip
put
right
you gotta
there.
put safety on, dude. They didn't make him sign a waiver for this, but on their website it says like you're liable if you die. These gloves are a little tiny.
Yeah, you see me fighting, bro? I'm like,
I can't put. Oh, we didn't rate the.
oh, nine heat. Still 8 taste. It tasted really good still.
Nah, it didn't taste good, bro.
Tasted good to
That
me,
shit
bro.
started tasting bad.
It was like an 8 taste to me,
No.
still 7.5.
Started taking a little funky.
Nah,
funky.
it was fire, bro. It was
Nope.
just hot as fuck. What do you give
Yeah,
it a
which
taste?
ruins the taste
What do you give
because
it a
I
taste?
can't keep eating. It tastes like a 7, bro.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It's still good, but I couldn't keep eating it. I'm just drinking the hiccups, dude. Love really ain't
You're
fit
safe
me.
to go, bro. You're good to go, bro. Chat, that's hot, kind of like Dexter. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, bro? You know?
Dexter is attractive.
You know what I mean? Am I getting it right, chat? Listen, chat, I'm 27.
Should I go
alright?
get ice cream before we do this?
I think you should. Yo, how does Joe read his fucking chat? Holy shit. Oh, it smells like
one
cheeks.
chip. It smells like the one chip.
That shit smells like butt cheeks. Yeah, lock in. Yeah! Woo! Ew!
Carolina
No.
Reaper.
Look at the backside of this, bro. Oh my god.
It's coated.
Look at it.
How big of a bite are you gonna do?
Probably like here.
Roger.
Bro doesn't even care. Bro's
Roger
gonna
that.
Bro's gonna Squidward bite it.
I'm like
Bro's gonna-
trying to get in the mental.
Bro's gonna
No, I'm not gonna
Squidward.
Squidward bite it.
You're gonna Squidward Krabby Patty bite it, bro.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, it's not bad at the start.
It's not bad at all, bro.
It's gonna get so much worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
I'm fine. Can I eat mac and cheese?
No.
I'm fine.
Nope. Ah! Oh my god.
Wow, we win!
It's so bad. Oh my god.
Bro, it's like a
It's just like the one chip.
it's like a pain. It doesn't go away. Child, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't even be drinking this like this, bro.
The ice cream's cold, but it's just straight pain. Oh my god, it f***ing hurts.
I don't want to drink the milk because I'm lactose intolerant. Oh my god, it's not going away. Bro, it's not f***ing going away. Why isn't it going away? Yo, you take it. And the pain goes away and it comes right fucking back immediately.
Yo, this ice cream's saving me.
Bro, that ice cream. Woo, take the shirt off.
I'm trying not to react, bro. It's so bad.
I'm never doing this again. Bro, why did we agree that this is going to be what the f we do in person again?
Whose idea was this?
I don't know. Whoever it was there, whichever one of us it was.
How long is it gonna
This is what
fucking
you've
last?
been using the whole time. This is so much better than milk. This is so much, the milk ain't doing shit. This is so much better than milk.
Because it's cold. It's scared. Dude, and it's right back.
Ah! Go do the one chip now?
No.
All right, it's starting to feel a little better.
Was it really spicy? It was so much worse. It was 10 times as bad. Not
It's
even
like-
close.
it's like-
Because the other one went away.
Like the pain stops when you have the thing in your mouth. That was crazy. The milk or the ice cream in your mouth, and then it comes back. Like as soon as you swallow it or you spit it out, it comes back right away, bro.
If you had to eat that whole f***ing tender,
You would die. Oh,
it
even
is
worse.
5
Exponentially.
times.
Exponentially.
One bite was equivalent to the one chip.
I took this much.
That one bite was as bad as the one chip challenge. I would pay money to see somebody that eats that casually.
Oh, easily.
I'm so serious. I would love to do a YouTube video where I just go to Dave's Hot Chicken and I pay some guy
$1,000.
$1,000 and I give him 5 tenders and I go, I'll give you 500 now. You have to at least get half.
Yo, you're gonna ruin that one guy, that poor guy's fucking whole day.
Be some unk, dude. Some dude that's like 45 and he's like, yeah, man, I eat hot. How much for you to be tripping on acid and then eat a one chip?
They don't matter English.
You would have to go to the hospital. You like 100%.
Probably, definitely.
Thousands
You're
of
gonna
dollars.
trip out to the point where it's like not even like.
You might not even notice how bad it is. Oh, we didn't
okay.
rate it, by the way.
Bro, the zero taste. Zero, 1
1,000 out of 10 on spice.
1 out of 10 taste. That should taste like
Uh,
ass cheeks. It was like a 2.
In the moment, it was like a 2.
The first bite was like a 2 max.
First
bro.
bite was a 2, and then like as you're chewing it, it just starts tasting worse. Well, that was fun. I hope I never do that again in my entire life.
Yeah, no, I'm never doing a hot challenge again.
How much for you to eat? How much right now for you to be like, okay, I'll eat the rest of the tender? You'd have to pay me like 50.
I was literally gonna say $50,000.
And I would be like, okay, but I would probably be in severe pain. What's going on, guys?
Joe Barr here. As you can see, we're standing on a track. It's hot as balls outside, and we're going to be doing an NFL Combine today for 2 million subs. I wanted to thank you guys. You know, the support's been massive. Never thought the growth would be where it is today, but you know, for a thank you, we're going to be proving that I am the fastest man on YouTube by running a sub 4:8:40. Problem, pan to the track here, or not pan to the track, pan to the field here. There is no yard line, and so we're going to be running it on the track today instead. For one, because the grass is tall as shit. For two, it's easier to measure 40 yards. I'm gonna be starting down there by the bench all the way on that line, and we're gonna be running to here. I measured it out. If you don't believe me, well, then you don't believe me, because you're gonna see me run a 4:3:40. I'm gonna break the NFL world record here. We're not actually doing a full NFL Combine. We're not doing like the cone drills and we're gonna be doing a 40-yard dash. I'm gonna do that like 5 times. We're gonna take the best time or just average all the times. We're gonna be doing a standing long jump. We're gonna be doing the vertical. We did 225 bench. My editor will throw that in. And is that it? And my beautiful girlfriend, Brooke, is filming today. Thank you, Brooke. Everybody thank Brooke in the comments. Anyways, let's get into it. Honest predictions here. I think first 40's probably gonna be in the low 5s. Not gonna be great. I haven't stood on a track in years, probably since high school. So, you know, like 4 years ago. But, you know, I'm pretty confident that like third 40's probably gonna be in the, you know, maybe sub 4s. You know, I'll see a Guinness World Record guy soon enough. Anyways. Let's get it started. Not happy with the first go. Sub 5 here. What was it? Brooke said I got a 4.75 there. I don't believe it. I watched the recording back. I looked slow as a fucking rock, but I was trucking. 6'1", 176 pounds. Moving very quickly, as you can see. Anyways, I know the numbers are gonna be a little bit skewed, maybe in my favor because I'm running on a track, but we're gonna give it one more go, then we're gonna go to the next one. An honest 4.8. I think that 4.7 was a little bullshit. It's 4.93. I'd say we call it even. I ran a 4.85. On to fucking vertical, I guess. Next event, vertical jump. Now, the yardstick might not be high enough because I think I could probably clear this, but we're gonna, oh, the yardstick, no, it's not upside down. We're good. Yeah, all right, let's go. Attempt number 1. We're gonna zoom in here. You'll be able to see it. There's a 28-inch vert right there at the top. You could pause it, zoom in, bottom of the shoe. 28 inches, that's 2 feet 4. We're gonna try and get it to 30. Got 2 more attempts. Let's go. 27, 28 again. Last attempt here. Hopefully we bring it up a little bit. That was horrible. That was the worst one yet. That was fucking terrible. Gonna be doing the last event here, standing long jump. We're probably gonna have to record it with either the fucking phone measurement app or a yardstick. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Anyways, editor, throw in the 225 bench right about here. Only got 4, pretty brutal, not proud of it, but you know, haven't really been training powerlifting in a while. A couple years back, probably could have done a little bit better when I was in high school. Anyways, next, standing long jump time. Now, no idea how we're gonna fucking measure this. Got a yardstick here, pretty obvious I'm gonna clear that, but I might just stand where I land and then have Brooke kind of measure out how far I went. First attempt. Say that's about 10 feet, maybe 15, who knows? So then that'd be 6 feet. You can leave it where it is because that's 6. So we're at 8 feet and 6 inches. All right, we're gonna leave it there, and if I clear it, maybe 15 feet. We have to remeasure because I told Brooke to leave the yardstick there because I'm gonna clear it again. She was like, well, you're gonna do it again. I'm like, well, yeah. Second attempt, gonna try and clear this yardstick. That'd be more than 9 feet. Let's go. Back foot, sadly, I think it's a little further, but it's about 8 feet 10 inches. Brooke told me I have to do I don't want to do the Sharpay thing, where I just listen to the wise words of Troy Bolton. Editor, throw an image or a video compilation of Troy Bolton. No, not in the golf course, when he's playing baseball and they say, gotta get your head in the game. I don't give a fuck if it's not Troy Bolton. You probably can't hear Brooke, but she said it's not Troy Bolton. It's High School Musical, it's one of them. That loser in the fucking, he wore like a fedora to baseball. Let's go. Tap number 3, clearing it. That was good. That was a good attempt. That's past 9 feet. I'd say that's 9.5. I don't know where that goes. Anyways, that's the NFL Combine.
Give the camera a kiss. Say thank you, guys.
No, it's not even okay, I do want to do my thank you, but I'm also eyeing these hurdles out. I feel like I do a little 55 hurdle run. Anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for 2 mil once again. I'm sweating. You know, love making content on Twitch, YouTube, not really TikTok, but anyways, my God, YouTube's my, you know, kind of the dream job here. Being able to, you know, make people's days, do charity events, pretty sick. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. When you guys come into my chat and say I make your day or get you through tough times, I really appreciate that. I know I glanced by it, but love y'all. If I think Brooke's recording here. I think this hurdle measurement's backwards because we're starting on the wrong side of the track. But you know, ran hurdles in high school. That definitely looks way too close. But we're gonna try and jump that. I feel like I'm gonna run right into that thing. That's definitely too close. All right, let's go. Oh, fucker, dude. Record. Haven't jumped a hurdle since what, 2019?
Let's not do that again.
No, one more try.
No.
I don't remember the markings, and we're also on the wrong side of the track, but I'm gonna drag it back to the blue. I only 5-stepped that. I'm supposed to 9. It's definitely why the jump was off. It's muscle memory. I'm gonna remember how to jump a hurdle for the rest of my life. Yeah, that looks like a good distance to me. Now it kind of looks far. Oh, fucker, dude, no. Maybe I don't have it in me anymore. Yeah, dude, I feel like I almost fucking dislocated my hip.